You know what's funny is that we reached 100 subscribers in YouTube, and Migoy is here suddenly.
Oh yes, I have been summoned.
Yeah, been summoned.
No, because last episode, we said that he would only return
once we hit 100 subscribers in YouTube.
So, truthfully,
there you go.
There you go.
You're welcome, listeners.
Listeners, that's what happens when you subscribe. Migoy comes back to host the show.
Yeah. On the 49th episode of the Good Trades podcast. Welcome, everyone. I am your host, Migoy, summoned from the grave beyond
through subs.
Right. Yeah.
I have also already claimed the custom URL immediately when the number went to 100.
Because you've been summoned. That's the magic.
I was summoned in front of a computer, and I just hit click.
like Freakazoid or Superhuman Samurai.
Cyber Squad.
Yeah.
Right. With me today is the other Miguel Samson.
Ferdinand von Ayer.
Right.
Hi.
Ferdinand von Ayer. And across to the right, left of him is the Emile Tanglaus.
I am Ferdinand von Ayer.
Sadly, the Raft Man is busy covering the Sea Games.
Ooh.
What a Sea Games
so
man.
Wet.
Wet, wild.
I saw his ID. It said Martin.
Yeah, actually, that's a revisionist.
Our good friend Rafi Patino covering the Sea Games. Identities have been switched.
Yeah, host technician of TV5.
Of the Sea Games.
Yeah, of the Sea
Games. A friend
Games.
who also is covering Sea Games, and his name tag is both of it's his last name printed twice. Magallanes.
What is this?
Good job.
Mario?
Yeah, Luigi Mario.
That's not bad.
What is going on? People are switching roles.
Yeah.
Rafi's now an attack main instead of a tank main.
Oh.
We're doing things different. But either way, we're still going because December, we don't have a lot of time left in the year.
Yeah, I think we're going to just record 2 or 3 more episodes before the year ends.
Yes.
2 or 3? Or is it just the one? Because after the next week, half of the boys are going to be
I will be
warping away.
Yes, I will be in the Japans.
And I will be in the American land.
Yeah, and I'll be in South Korean's lands.
Will you?
After Christmas. Yeah, after
Holy
Christmas.
Shit. So are you and Rafi going to do a 2-man show for like another episode?
Probably before I go out. Yeah, I mean, we could have someone guest, like one of our...
Get Carlos on the show.
Yeah, we have friends. We have family.
I swear I have friends.
Friends are a thing.
Yeah.
Friendship is the best trait of all.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a quote from Ferdinand von Ayer.
Yeah, that'll be my
2019. Yeah.
He needs to bring it back to himself first. But either way, we got the things going on. I've been absent for 3
weeks.
2 episodes?
2 episodes?
Yeah.
No. Well,
one
not
episode,
just
and
one
we
episode.
skipped the week because things happened.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It has been quite a while.
And the last time I was here, the last time I wasn't here was because I was in the Thailand.
Oh, yeah.
So
the Bangkok.
Oh.
Where is that, Emile? What is the capital of Thailand?
You don't say that.
I can't say
BKK.
BKK.
Yeah. Burger King Kong.
Yeah. No, because for our listeners out there, me and my college friends used to have these dumb little games where we would set certain conditions for stuff, and if you forgot, stuff would happen to you.
Activated.
Like for example, one of the games we played was if ever you get asked an obvious question and you answer the obvious answer, and it's obvious that you forgot about our game, you have to do 10 push-ups, right?
Hardcore.
Yes.
That's how everyone got swole.
Yes. Another game we had was basically the whole room would start talking in only Filipino. As in, somebody would start it by saying a full sentence in Filipino, and then other people would pick up on it and start only talking in Filipino. And the person who doesn't pick up and starts speaking in English gets to get punched by everyone who participated.
What if it's Taglish?
Any English words that make it through, you lose.
Oh,
what if there's no Tagalog equivalent of a word?
No. You still lose.
Oh my god.
And one of the worst games we played also was that if ever you got tricked into saying the capital of Thailand, the capital of Thailand,
Which is?
The capital of Thailand.
Okay.
And dude, that game has trained me so hard that I've never said the capital of Thailand.
Really?
In the presence of other people.
Looks like we have a game, Miggy.
Yes.
For this episode.
But if ever you say it in the presence of any of us, that's one free nut tap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sack taps. Yeah.
Can't do that anymore in our old age.
Nope.
It's
That's
double damage.
It's not a fun game. It's
Yeah.
not a fun game. So how was
Luckily, we're not part of that game, and we can say it freely.
Yes, you guys can say the capital
But
of Thailand.
if we catch you saying it to me,
Yeah.
If I record
bash you in the nuts.
If I record my voice saying the capital of Thailand and my friends listen to the podcast, they will hunt me down.
Oh, the game is on, everyone.
They will fucking hunt me down.
I mean, how hard can it be to say Bangkok in this
I
episode?
can't say it.
What?
The capital, BKK, the capital of Thailand.
Burger King?
Yeah,
Burger King Cup.
yeah, that one. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
Stomp them in the nuts. Stomp them in the nuts.
So, how was your week at the capital of Thailand?
So it wasn't a week. It was more like a weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Right. So I was there from Friday to Sunday morning, and you're right. It's just food.
Yeah.
Fun foods. Because
Delicious food?
How was
because
your,
of the
how-
criteria and like because we were locked in a tour group as well. I didn't have much freedom to do anything else.
Oh, yeah, tour groups, huh?
But most of it was because there was a convention on the weekend, so the Friday was the only free day.
Mm-hmm.
And the tour group brought us to some small sites, like nothing too major.
Like fancy temples, that kind of
No,
stuff?
no, like a tiny Buddha.
Okay.
Tiny Buddha.
So
Like,
it's just
it's not
city-
the big ones that you expect.
Yeah.
Like it's maybe the scale of like half of the size of a normal person.
Okay.
But like there was a ton of people still praying on it, and they tell you like it's the 4-faced Buddha, and each face does this,
Oh,
and
man.
do all that.
The way you said that, like, you said that like they were dunking on him. They were praying on him.
Or banging on him, right?
No. What? No, are you trying to trick me?
What?
No.
What?
So
Wait.
tell us about this Buddha.
So like one of the attractions was we visited the 4-faced Buddha, and you're supposed to
Four-faced?
yeah
Like Gantz?
Nah, it's like...
yeah
Oh,
like
actually,
those
yeah.
guys,
Yeah.
where each side has
Yeah.
a face on it, and
Oh, man,
each
that's
has a different
cool.
expression and a different purpose.
That fucking episode of Gantz fucking freaked me the fuck
That was
out.
the good part of the anime.
Yeah, dude, it was the good part of the anime.
So like you go through it, I think counterclockwise, so to your right,
Mm-hmm.
and you pray to each face for
Oh.
a different like thing. I forget
Ah.
which is which, but some one of them is for you pray for a successful business in the year. Then you pray for like good wealth in the year. You pray for good health in the year.
Okay.
And I forget the fourth one. And there was a lot of people, like a lot of locals as well, not just a lot of tourists,
Oh.
and buying a ton of flowers and doing their own little prayers. And then there was a group that was doing like some of the dances. There was like some Chinese lions also. I don't know what that was about.
Yeah.
That was cool. But after that, it was mostly just like most of the things I did in Thailand was eat.
Yeah? Oh, man. When I was there, I didn't know what to do either. I swear. Like, it was just eat. And my one really, really bad misadventure, I was smoking outside of the hotel late at night.
Oh,
In
shit.
Bangkok?
Yeah.
Did they arrest you?
In Thailand. Yeah. And,
The capital of
wait,
Thailand.
right, Thailand's the one with the tuk-tuks, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
It is, right?
I don't know.
Those kind of like tricycles?
Oh.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we have one here.
No, yeah,
I guess,
absolutely.
yeah. I mean, Bangkok has one.
But basically one of them was like, yo, you want to see the city at night?
Oh, no. You
And then
got
I was like-
scammed.
And then I was like, yo, that sounds sick. That sounds sick. I've never been in this country. Sure. So
Okay.
Isn't that like super dangerous then?
I
Yeah.
have no idea. He seemed really friendly. And
He just wanted your money.
no,
dude.
yeah, absolutely. But like, I go along with him, and then like he starts talking to me, and he's like, where are you from? And I said like, oh, I'm from the Philippines. And he goes like, oh, Philippines, I love Philippines. Manny Pacquiao, punch, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, Manny
He's doing
Pacquiao,
it.
he punch you, you die. Yeah, dude, like,
Yep, lethal weapons.
yeah, that guy
Damn.
was like just all over the place, and then he.
I'm sure it's worked on most people.
Yes, and then he proceeds to take me to like all sorts of really shifty titty bars, and I'm just like, I want to go home.
Oh,
You
no.
look like a titty man.
No, Can you just take me back to the hotel, please?
I'll go to more titty bars.
No.
I'm impressed that he spoke to you in English.
No, yeah,
Because when I
absolutely.
was there,
Nobody spoke in English?
big language barrier. Yeah.
Interesting.
For a touristy country.
I guess the
a
scammers mostly speak
surprising-
English.
Yeah, that's how you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Which is, I think, better than nothing,
I guess.
as opposed to just getting lost and then getting confused.
No, yeah. Eventually, I found out that those titty bars hire those drivers to
Get them, yeah.
to get people in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just good business.
It's just
Just
good
goodness
business.
is here in the city of what?
You think that was a good trade?
I guess.
I'm not saying the capital. of Thailand. I'm really good at this game.
Okay, we'll see. We
Yeah,
still
one-
have 2 hours of,
No.
Like
of
in the next 5
49.
years, we'll get him to say it once.
I mean, we could. I mean, Rafi can probably mimic Emile's voice. I mean, yo,
No, it's-
I'm Emile,
Oh.
Bangkok.
We'll get Aris. No, we'll get Aris to do
Oh,
it.
yeah,
We'll
yeah.
do that.
Oh man.
Oh.
So what else you do?
So, aside from the food, which I'll get into later, the other, I think, more notable touristy spot was I went to a jewelry cutting, like a jewel stone cutting factory.
Cool.
Because Thailand is known for like gemstones and all that.
I didn't know that.
They mine them and then they cut them. Like they say that they're
Stone
the country
cutters.
most well known for high quality like jewelry cutting.
Cool.
So we go into the building. There's a video that you have to watch of the history and all that,
Okay.
which was, I guess, funny. Like most of the people I was with were asleep. 'Cause we just
Oh.
ate lunch right before that.
Oh
too.
man, yeah.
Oh, food coma.
Yeah, yeah. But like they had really nice displays. They kept some of the gemstones in rocks still, and then fashioned the rocks to look like fancy like gemstones as well,
Uh-huh.
like spikes that you won't see normally on a rock.
On like
face.
a Minecraft.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like
Awesome.
what you get in like video games.
Awesome,
like,
awesome.
The ores you get. So
Like I
that's
could
cool.
totally press X on this and like
You
do
can
the
just pocket it in
Smooth
your
it,
asshole.
and
or
use a
something.
single think
Yeah.
like fucking animation.
Diamond. Mm.
Yeah, like in Monster Hunter, you get the one thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You get 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, if it's rare, right?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the multiple.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, you actually go into the tables where they actually cut the gemstones.
Okay, the
Which is
workstations.
interesting. Yeah, like I've heard some factories have like a glass panel, so you can't like get too close to those people.
Mm-hmm.
But the one we were at, straight up, you can go look over their cubicle. There's nothing blocking you. Like they don't care that you're there.
I've gone to some place similar, but it was in Beijing, and it was specifically just for jade.
I
And
guess that's the thing that they do.
no,
It's
yeah,
just
and
jade.
like you could totally like hang out with the workers, like cleaning and like cutting the jade, and like
Do they trick you to work for them for free?
no, and
Oh,
like
no.
it's so like it was actually kind of like eye opening to me because I was like, they show you the raw jade they're working on, and I'm like,
It's like shit.
it's like wow, that's just a rock.
Yeah.
How did
It's a
anyone?
foggy rock.
No,
with
Interesting.
some mild color.
no,
on
yeah,
it.
exactly. And I was like, in my head, I was like, how did people back in the day were like, yo, that rock,
That's a jade.
I'm gonna polish that rock.
Ah, yeah.
yeah.
This is different. than
This
the
is
rest.
different than the rest of the
Diamond
rocks.
in the rough. Because in the video, they also showed the old school way of doing it, which
Yeah.
is you sift through all the
All the
Oh,
shade
the-
rocks.
yeah.
and then you throw out all the actual rocks.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Then you get this tiny little shiny stone, and like it's still coarse as fuck, but like
Jeez.
I wouldn't have been able to notice that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, and then they go through so much to get so little,
Mhm.
but apparently, like that value is already worth it for them. Then they showed the modern way, which is like giant fucking machines just digging through the earth.
Oh man.
Like, oh my god. So, it was weird seeing them clean these tiny little rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Because given like, I guess, media, like in movies and video games, you expect them to be slightly bigger, right?
Yeah, or just as is.
Right.
A
So,
green
but when
thing,
they cut them
right?
for actual jewelry, they're really small.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like a lot of people think that when you get like a gemstone, it's already video game gemstone form.
Yeah.
But no,
Like
you-
perfect
you
cut
cut them into that
shape.
Yeah,
shape.
you cut
Yeah.
them into that shape. You clean them up.
And yeah, they're pretty small. Like you could lose them if you sneeze.
Damn.
And then what I found cool was at the end of that particular room was like a cube clear display. Here's the crystal gems from Steven Universe. It's like, oh, here's all of them.
That's cool.
And Emile, you've reached you know what rose quartz looks like, right?
Yes,
It's
absolutely.
a big lady.
Yeah, big lady.
Some big stones.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
actual
Oh.
big stones for
Yeah,
rose
so like
quartz.
the stones actually look like the characters.
Interesting.
Like the general shape that they're cut into, even like the size of them in relation to their characters
cool.
is pretty accurate.
Is Garnet cut into a square afro?
Yeah.
There was no Garnet. It was Ruby Sapphire.
Okay.
There was no mixture. There was no fusion techniques.
Oh.
But they really put the Ruby and Sapphires together, I guess, because that's the thing. But yeah, that was cool. I think I enjoyed the displays more than the other people, because most of the people went straight up to the store.
Oh, for souvenirs. Oh my god. Okay.
Because you can buy like the expensive jewelry with the stones there.
Oh.
And like it's legit. And some people really spend a lot of money there.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like, because like if the gem is too foggy, it's cheaper because it's not as clear.
No, yeah.
And if like it's a mixture of, if it's impure, it's more of a quartz. So they're also cheaper because they're way foggier and they're not.
So like I'm assuming those are the ones they use for watches and shit.
I guess
maybe. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Most of them are just diamonds or like gold.
No,
clocks have quartz, so they can keep.
Thing
of time.
For the actual mechanism. Oh yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
for the actual mechanism,
Okay.
you use quartz to keep the time.
Yeah.
Like some of the jewelry that they had were like formed in really nice ways. Because of course they do like the actual metal bits too. So even if the stone is not very expensive, you can find some really cool like rings and stuff.
Okay.
Because of just how like nicely they're put together. And since the stone itself is cheaper, sometimes they can afford to put larger versions of it. So I found my mother got my sister earrings of 2 onyx quartz. They're pretty big, and the way they hook is not, because usually if it's an earring, right, it's just a front and back.
Yeah.
This was a 3-piece.
Oh, so it's like
where
conjoining
it looks like it's looping
hooks
behind and under.
That's cool.
So you put the one piece up front, the other piece behind, and then a third piece to lock it on the back.
Wow.
So it looks like it's going through the front of your ear and coming out below.
And
like,
then go back
and
again.
go below.
Oh, okay.
So it looks like it's hanging there. And then like the stones are pretty big because they're onyx quartz. So it wasn't all that expensive either.
Cool.
So that was cool. But like I enjoyed the actual display more. And the sad thing was once you pass the cutting room floor,
you can't go back.
You can't go back.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I think
you have to actually go to the front. But when I tried, there was another tour group and like,
Yeah.
not doing that.
I think
Like strict IKEA.
I guess.
is there a thing?
No, dude.
Such a strict IKEA?
No. Like,
I've never been to an IKEA. So I don't know.
I've been twice.
but you know how IKEAs are designed, right?
Yeah, like it's a route you follow.
Yeah, it's a route that you follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you can't backtrack.
Oh, you
I
can.
mean, you can.
You can.
But you just can't go out the
But it's designed that way to make it familiar or easy to follow for
And
customers.
basically, it's designed in a way that you see all of the store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have this hierarchy of product categories
This
that
is
they
the bathroom
go.
section. This
Yeah,
is the
like
bedroom section.
like most of the hard ass furniture will be on the last part of the tour of the quote unquote tour,
Yeah.
where it's just like a warehouse type of room where you can basically just get all your chairs or your
Yeah,
other
off
furniture.
topic on that IKEA stuff. Did you see that?
Yeah, Hamonatra is IKEA.
No.
Is it? Yeah, the construction site in between
Oh,
Noah
right,
Arena
yeah.
and
No,
SMX.
I don't know if it's confirmed though,
Yeah, me too.
because we've had a lot of those fake IKEA things, but I hope it is.
I hope it is.
Anyways, you were
Or
saying-
not.
I forget the name of the actor, but Asian Jim.
Oh yeah, the one who shot guerrilla short film
So-
inside an IKEA.
So the FBI agent in Marvel,
Yeah.
the Asian dude who keeps Ant-Man at bay,
Ah,
or is
okay.
supposed to.
Yeah.
A few years ago, he and some other people shot a telenovela in an IKEA store.
Yeah, and nobody knew.
Completely in the IKEA
I
store.
had no
IKEA
like a
didn't
full
know.
season, right?
Yeah.
What the hell?
IKEA didn't know, and they just found out once they released the video.
What the fuck?
And they found it funny, but they did tighten up security.
Yeah, they did tie it
No.
up because like the scenes were just here's
It's
Randall
a
Park.
husband with Randall Park with a cheating wife.
and they're in the bed.
Actually,
They're
lying
acting.
down in the bed.
Yeah, and they're using the office demo area
With
to
a
actually
fake
film
phone.
in the fake phone.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's really cool.
You can see people in the back
Yeah.
just passing by.
I did
Because
not
it was
know
like
this.
a few scenes each day, then they just come back the next.
Yeah.
It was like a guard might come by or something like that. So yeah, that was funny. I forget the name of the show, but you can Google it and probably find the entire thing.
Yeah.
So that was, I think the Gemstone Factory was one of my more favorites of the quote unquote tours
In what?
in Bangkok.
In the
Yeah.
capital of Thailand. Never gonna trick me.
Which is? Which is?
It's the capital. That's all there is to say.
Are you allowed to at least write it?
No.
Oh, really?
What if
Even murmur it?
what if there's an exam you had to take or
What if
or an
you
application?
like?
What's the capital of Thailand?
Oh, I.
Emile heavily sweats.
Yeah. What if you sleep talk and
Oh,
said
Dawn's gonna
Bangkok?
Rat you out
Oh,
so bad.
I have no idea.
Oh.
Dude, if you implant this in my brain somehow and I sleep
Oh,
talk
we're
it
already
out-
doing it.
Oh,
So
This is
sleep
one
sack
whole
cats.
episode of Inception to
Oh.
make you say Bangkok.
Conception. That's a 3DS game.
man. Like, come to think of it, me and my friends were playing like some really stupid games, huh?
Uh huh.
Uh-huh.
Get
Like,
down,
My
Mr.
favorite,
President.
yeah, my favorite is
Oh,
Mr. President.
Yeah. That's the one I told you guys about too. For the audience, me and my college friends also used to play this game called Get Down, Mr. President. And just like the Speaking in Filipino game, one guy can start it at any time, and all he needs to do is actually put his index finger up to his finger, as if mimicking a Secret Service
yeah.
agent,
Yeah.
like talking into his earpiece or whatever. And when you catch on, you do it too. So it'll end up with everyone in the room with their fingers on their ears except for one person, the last person to actually catch on. And once that person has been identified, everyone else in the room screams, "Get down, Mr. President," and everyone tackles him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Initiating a dog pile.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
It's happened to me a lot of times.
Oh God.
And this one time, I remember we were at a pool, and like they all tackled me into the pool.
That sounds fine.
Yeah, but
It's
like
like
Sounds
fun.
safer than doing it on the street.
the super unfair part was, like, as I was recovering from that, and I get out of the pool, right? And
Every-
I'm just like, fucking, you fuckers. And then, like, I just get out of the pool. And once I get out of the pool, everyone already has their fingers on their ears. And I'm like, that is not fucking fair. And, like, they fucking tackle me again. And I'm like, what the fuck?
This is for your own safety, Mr.
Get
President.
out of the water with your
Yeah.
your finger already in your ear.
God damn it.
See, they have the foresight for it.
Man, I love you guys, college friends who are listening out there, but we played some fucking dumb games.
You all survived, so there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Stronger than ever.
We were actually pretty like our upper body strength was pretty like good because like a lot of our games included doing push-ups, and by the end of like the year, all of us were like, yeah, we're kind of we've improved our upper body strength.
They tricked you into working out.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so back to the Thailand story. I think that's the healthiest I've ever eaten in a long time.
Lots
Cool.
of vegetables.
Everywhere. Like,
Interesting.
you can't avoid at least a chop suey in the corner.
Ooh, that's
It's-
my favorite
it's like
vegetable
default
dish.
and, like, I appreciate this. Like, broccoli is stupid expensive in
Yeah.
this country.
I just imagined like a pile of chop suey in the corner of the room.
Right? Don't you want it? Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think As a child,
Just a
I hated
pile
it.
without
Yeah,
any
I was
plates.
Like, I need this in my life.
I need some chop
And
suey
I
in my life.
swear, there's every single meal snuck chili in it somewhere.
No, yeah.
It's like it's good spice, but goddamn, is it strong sometimes?
I actually have no idea how I survived because you guys know how bad I am with spicy food, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, when I was there, I don't like my brain has blocked out all of the meals I had.
Wow.
I don't remember what I ate when I was there. Absolutely. All I remember was like smelling peanuts in the air all the time. Was that a thing?
No, not really.
Was I in a different country for the peanut smell?
I mean, maybe you're in a different city. I mean,
Not the capital?
probably.
You do anything else at the capital of Thailand?
that was pretty much like it, since we didn't really have a lot of like actual free time to go around.
No.
And when we did, it was like either too late or it was too early for us that we just didn't have any actual like pocket money.
Oh, dude, at night, go outside your hotel and talk to the tricycle drivers.
Oh no! Don't do
I mean, they
that.
tried.
Oh,
We
they
were
tried.
like, I have no money.
okay.
Oh.
Like,
Okay.
what's your money? Peso. Fucking straight up ignore you right after that.
Oh, that's a
Okay,
secret.
okay.
Mm.
They didn't talk about Manny Pacquiao or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
I don't think he's the thing now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
it's not.
I know one of them tried to reference something or whatever.
AK, the Tekken player.
Me, I wish. Oh, our tour guide had her Thai name is the way she said it was. It's a famous Filipino side dish. Can you guess? None of us couldn't.
Adobo.
Side dish?
Side dish.
Achara?
Achara.
Yeah, you got it.
Really?
Her Thai name's Achara.
What the hell?
I mean, yeah, I could imagine.
Right?
Her name's pickled papaya?
Yeah, man.
Whoa.
Badass.
Yeah, dude.
Hardcore.
Hardcore.
That was cool. The reason why we didn't get to stay longer because our particular group booked the flights too late. So most of the goers we were with, the attendees we were with, their flight was Sunday night.
Oh, a little too early
But those were
compared
all
to
packed.
your. Oh, okay.
So ours was straight up Sunday morning at
Jesus.
6 in the morning.
Whoa, that's hard to woke up
Kind of
to.
intense.
Yeah, so once we got back from the convention, all the tulog. I just played Breath of the Wild for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then just waited for the bus in the morning. Oh man. I think the only actual thing I didn't enjoy was there were issues with the hotel booking.
Yeah,
Oh.
you've told us
You mentioned this. Yeah.
Our group got split because we were supposed to have I think we were 32 people, something like that, 30 plus. So
Big group.
it was supposed to be 15 rooms, then split to 2 to 3 people per room, right?
Oh.
Which is doable. But then suddenly we were only allowed, I think, 10 rooms.
Wow.
And we only found out when we got there.
It's 4 to 5 people per room.
No,
Or
they
no.
couldn't allow that because
No,
that's a
yeah.
fire hazard.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's not a
And
thing.
that sounds hella uncomfy too.
Yeah,
so
super.
we had to get another hotel. It wasn't actually too far from the main hotel, but since it was already 1 a.m.
Oh,
and
jeez.
most of the alleyways were locked, we had to
Ah,
look for a taxi that could speak English.
weird. Locked
Is
streets.
there Uber in Thailand?
I don't know. I mean, there probably is, but it wouldn't matter because the language barrier is
Yeah, and the
it's
cell
just the same,
phone,
yeah.
the mobile.
even if we had
thing.
instructions in Thai, they still couldn't find the fucking hotels.
Damn.
Imagine Divisoria, where the hotel is in the alleyways.
Yeah.
It's that.
Damn.
Where you have to go deep in the alleyway with all the food stalls and everything, and parang it's the size of one car.
Jesus.
It's
Okay.
two-way. So I don't know how they live with that with no problem.
Maybe there's just
the
one
drivers
way.
are pretty courteous there, unlike here where they're all assholes.
Oh,
But
that's.
still, this looks really stressful.
Yeah, I was about to ask, how's traffic and how's
Nobody
the.
fucking beeps. No, nothing.
Really?
It moves. When they say it's traffic, it's normal for us.
Jeez.
That's a
okay.
good day for us. Things are moving.
And
It's
do you
different here.
how do you guys commute during the
Oh,
vacation?
we had a bus because we were part of a tour guide.
Oh, but do
We
they have
just- the
subways?
bus.
Like this?
Yeah, they do
Bangkok?
have subways. Their skyway system is pretty compared to ours. Ours is non-existent for the most part.
Yeah, it's just
Theirs
the
is
S-Lex
even. You'd think you know how in the Philippines we have houses that are just propped up over water,
Yep.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
and usually those are we build over it or on a hill next to it, right?
Yeah.
In Thailand, they just build roads straight up over the water,
Oh.
and that's hella efficient because the exits loop under and over, and separate from the main the highway, so you can get around easy. I wish our highway system was well thought out.
No, yeah, that's whenever I'm in a different country, the panic attack always settles in when I'm back in the Philippines and
Yeah.
I realize that my
Yeah.
country doesn't function.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
There's no pre-planning or
No,
whatever.
yeah.
It's
Can't-
different. Everyone else is working fine, and our country's bopping its
Shit.
head.
No,
Yeah.
man, I love you, Philippines, but come on.
Come on.
There's no other way to describe it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the chilies, man. You know how here when we have the sile and sometimes they just don't taste like anything?
Mm-hmm.
There, everything has the spice. Everything has a kick.
Mm.
And it's a good kick.
Mm-mm.
And I swear, even
Banging.
if you're eating something that isn't supposed to be spicy, it gets in there somehow when you least expect it.
Oh
I
man.
mean, I appreciate it, but sometimes it gets too much.
You what? Like milk, spiced milk, or
No,
Spiced milk. What the hell?
just straight up a vegetable platter with no visible chili or whatever.
Jeez.
Then
hidden
it's one in
hidden
there.
spices.
Hidden attacks.
Got in
Yeah.
there. Maybe jump from the chicken plate. I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, Donna and I are planning a trip to the capital of Thailand.
Oh yeah. Next year. Right?
Yeah, next year. And she brought that up as a concern for me. And she was like, last time you were at the capital of Thailand, I mean, she said it.
You do
but-
get ready.
like she was like, "What did you eat?" Because I know you can't survive spicy food, and I was like, "Yeah, I have no memory. I have no memory of what I ate in Thailand."
Is it like when a Pokemon trainer loses?
No,
Yeah.
Your whites out
Oh,
yeah,
no.
and then I just wake up at the hotel
with half your money gone.
yeah. It's like, did I go to a titty bar? What the hell?
Oh yeah, Manny Pacquiao, right?
Oh fuck!
He punch you, you die.
Oh no!
That's his Pokemon. He named it Manny Pacquiao.
Oh god!
Hitmonchan.
Yeah.
Is the boxing one. Oh right, I also went on a cruise.
Yeah,
That was
you
part
on
of
the
thing.
boat,
I was on a
motherfucker.
boat. We were on the nicer boat.
You know, I've never been on a cruise. It's like, what happens on a cruise?
It's not really the cruise where they bring you to the ocean. We were
Yeah.
more like circling around the bay.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, okay.
Once we reached the actual ocean, like, oh, turn that thing around.
Oh, okay. But
Okay.
like, have any of you ever like participated in what is an actual cruise?
I
Like a
vividly,
nautical adventure.
I vaguely remember.
I've been
I'm
on
I'm not
boats
even
before.
sure if I did. Like, if ever, it's very old.
No,
like, it's
yeah, because like you know how before when we were kids, cruises were marketed as this like luxury
rich
vacation.
person thing,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shuffleboard and a pool.
Yeah. What's up with that? I've never
And
been on
the
a.
Titanic sand.
I guess
and all
it's
that.
I guess it's the appeal of being
It's a hotel
in the
on
ocean.
water.
Yeah.
But like in my head, I'm
Basically.
like, why don't I just go to a hotel? Why do I have to be in the
because
middle of
it's
the
not
ocean
moving.
where the danger is?
That's the appeal.
I
That's the
think
appeal.
I think on cruise they like have a preset of like activities that you do.
Yeah, like a themed
Yeah.
like
Like you follow the
Um,
schedule too,
Oh, yeah.
but you have some liberty to do whatever you want.
Oh, weird.
I mean, I would want to try like an aeroplane
Cruise?
cruise,
What?
An airplane cruise,
like
What?
something similar, but
but
On
in the
air, in midair,
No, we
yeah.
used to have that. They were called airships. No,
The
seriously,
Zeppelins.
seriously.
yeah, I know, I
Yeah,
know.
yeah. But like people were
It's
like,
real.
no, yeah.
Kirovs are real. Holy shit!
Before blimps and stuff like that were
Yeah.
marketed as luxury vehicles.
Some of them were.
Some of them.
Some of them were war machines.
Yeah, and then that big one exploded, and then everyone was
Yeah.
like, maybe this isn't such a good idea.
Or maybe it is,
Oh.
and they just lost potential.
We need to bring
maybe.
it back.
Yeah, I would like to.
Dude,
to
I'd fucking love it if blimps came back.
yeah, dude, like actual
Well, blimps
helicarriers.
still exist.
No, yeah, I mean, like, there's the
They
fucking
didn't go
good.
away. The good news.
Yeah, I mean, like the fucking Goodyear blimp and shit.
You
But
mean
like,
the, oh yeah.
yeah, the, oh yeah.
Oh
blimp.
yeah,
But like, I really want like a luxury, like
yeah, like a
Like-
cruise blimp.
I want
Like a
cas-
Zeppelin.
I want a fucking casino in the sky.
That's too much.
Dude, I want a Final Fantasy style casino in
oh
the
my
sky.
god. You
Oh,
want
yeah.
a gold saucer? you
Yes.
asshole.
Yes.
Yes, I want the gold
I
saucer.
would want to go to a real life gold saucer.
Dude, could you imagine?
All of the cactuar,
Dude,
cactpot.
There's no cactuars in 7.
I
No,
want it
like-
to be owned by a guy named Dio in a Speedo.
Yeah,
Dude.
Which deal?
Oh,
Many of them exist
yeah,
now.
yeah.
yeah.
One of them's dead.
Ah,
Man, it would be crazy and cool if blimps came back.
dude,
Actual cruise blimps
cruise blimps.
or hell carriers.
So sure there's a term for it. Cruise blimp sounds weird.
I'm calling it a cruise
I'm
blimp.
Straight up just airship.
no. I want a cruise blimp
Cruise blimp.
We're taking it back.
for that sole purpose of having a cruise,
So it's
but in
highly
specific.
specific.
Highly specific, highly
There's
themed.
gonna be a pool and shuffleboard.
Oh yeah,
too.
no. There's gonna be like skydiving inside.
Skydiving? Isn't that just exiting the vehicle?
Yeah, and then going back.
But you have to pay for the parachute.
Yo, yeah,
Yeah.
you have to pay for the parachute.
Oh,
So, you do anything else in the capital of Thailand?
No, that was pretty much it. Like, the word shopping has been ruined for me.
Oh no, why?
Because our tour guide kept saying shopping a lot, like used
Like
as
Bangkok?
a noun.
No, I get that a lot. When a word is used too much in front of me, it loses all meaning.
Like
Yeah.
Bangkok.
No, there's a term for it when you say the word a lot. Right?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you
Yeah,
say
yeah.
the word too much, then it loses meaning. There's a term for that. I forget what. It's been lost to me as well.
Oh man. So you do anything else with your weeks?
That was like a long time ago.
In the
So-
galaxy far, far away. Seg.
In terms of normal media consumption in this forsaken country. Are we going to talk about The Mandalorian, or are we going to wait for the Raftman sometime? No, Watchmen needs to be with Rafi.
Yeah, Watchmen needs to be with Rafi. Have you watched The Mandalorian?
I have not watched The
Are
Mandalorian.
you a Star Wars?
I am kind of a Star Wars.
Are you a Watchman?
I am very much a Watchman.
But you haven't watched The
Are you a
Watchmen.
Watchmen movie or a Watchmen digital graphic novel?
I am both. I am both.
Do you appreciate both and their difference?
I wish the comics, like the newsstand, was in the movie more. I really wish the newsstand was in the movie
That's good.
more.
That's good.
Wait, what newsstand?
What's the newsstand?
Yeah,
That's in the
The bank,
Are you
bank?
texting me?
Yeah,
the capital of newsstand.
The capital of newsstand. Don't you know?
Bangkok.
No, me.
And I wish it was a giant vagina monster.
Mm.
I
Come on,
wish.
that's kind of silly though.
Dude,
Yeah.
but that's the point.
It appears dead, but it fucks with everyone.
No, I
Yeah.
really.
Just like.
I
I
can
know.
see why the giant spaghetti monster wouldn't fly with like a general audience.
No, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Because Kojima's afraid of atom bombs, so
Yeah.
a big bomb makes more sense.
Mm-mm.
Plus, the framing of the blue man was
No.
nukes.
Yeah, that makes sense. So,
So the spaghetti monster is very fantastical and comic booky, but yeah, we'll talk about the Watchmen.
and the Mandalorian.
Probably
Well,
next
the
week.
Watchmen is almost done, Emile, so you might be able to
Yeah.
catch up.
I probably
We
can.
Yeah.
can save that for a spoiler.
I'm
thing.
going to talk about the Mandalorian a little bit, but I haven't watched it. I've only consumed it through Baby Yoda memes.
Okay, so I guess we could.
Yeah, cat's out of the bag. Baby Yoda's a thing.
Yeah,
'Cause
and it's
that
not
was the ending of the
even.
first episode.
It's not even an
What?
official
The
name.
Baby Yoda thing.
Really?
So should we recap episode 1
We
or?
can explain the base premise.
Oh, yeah,
because
the base
It
premise.
hasn't really gone past that.
Mhm.
So the Mandalorian is this takes place post
Return of the
episode
Jedi,
6.
yeah.
Post Return of the Jedi.
Really?
So
The
the
Em-
Empire's gone.
Yoda's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, he died of the old age.
Mm-hmm.
or the Jedi sadness. I don't know.
Aw, the spirit bomb.
I mean, for a man who's like 400 something years old, he dies 30 years after.
Yeah. Very unfortunate.
So like 5 minutes past in Yoda time and he died.
Old age.
Darth Maul.
Funny joke.
Funny joke.
Oh, God.
So the Mandalorian, right? Mandalorian.
It got you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Talk about it, we must.
Somebody explain Baby Yoda to me.
All
All
right.
right, so Mandalorians are known for being bounty hunters, right? The best in the business, the most highly skilled and yet extremely rare.
Mm-hmm.
So we follow the adventures of a particular Mandalorian,
Which is unnamed as of yet.
Just the
but
Mandalorian.
played by Oberyn.
Yeah, or Pedro Pascal.
Really?
Yeah, Mr. Tomato Face.
Really?
Yep, Mr.
Tomato face.
Narcos
So that
dude.
Narcos Mexico.
No,
Just Narcos.
it's just
Narcos.
Narcos.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
So that the joke where he didn't want to wear a helmet in Game of Thrones, so now he constantly wears a helmet.
Uh-huh.
He
Yeah.
never takes it off.
Like
So did
the
you ever see
whole
his face?
nope, the whole current season we haven't seen any of
Don't
his
need
face yet.
to be honest.
Maybe he's scared
Yeah.
because of what happened
You know
last
what?
time.
At first, a lot of people are kind of iffy about it because they're saying that, oh, this dude needs to show his face more because Mando because
Because he's a handsome man.
and no because nobody knows what's up with this guy and they can't read his thing or emotions
I mean,
without.
I've been doing good so far.
Yun nga eh. Like
I've been having a blast.
those complaints were dead after episode 2 or episode 1
Yeah,
because
they lore drop you.
yeah, it's really fun.
So the base Mandalorian lore, so that they're cool people, is you never take off your helmet.
Ah.
If you take it off in front of someone,
You can't
it's dishonor
put it
on
on.
you.
Yeah.
If someone takes it off for you, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Oh.
You
But-
could basically just die.
But the gist of it is you can't put it on again.
Yeah, so you're disgraced
Yeah.
to Mandalorian. That's all.
Although there are other tribes
It's a
that
loose
actually,
rule. I think it became stricter because of the Empire,
I guess,
or
but
depending on the tribe.
yeah, it depends on the tribe because there are Mandalorian clans that doesn't care about helmet
Or
removal.
they only take it off in front of other Mandalorians.
So this
Yeah.
is exactly like the dwarves.
This
in
is
Final
like
Fantasy.
Mexican pro wrestling,
Where you're supposed to
luchador. Not take it off.
They keep doing it.
Or if you got took off, it's shame on you.
And then he puts on a new one and it's a different
And now you're a new NWO character named Rey Mysterio.
I was
Yeah.
actually gonna say it's exactly like the dwarves in Shadowbringers Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah. It's not really a spoiler, but
Okay.
part of their culture is you never take off your helmet.
But is it the full-faced helmet?
Yes.
Or? Oh,
Yes,
interesting.
you never see any of their faces. And if ever you remove it,
It's just a Lalafell.
you get exiled from your tribe.
Oh, and then you became a Lalafell. No?
So
Wait a minute.
he just become a lot.
That thing, that tell.
No.
Is he about to say the capital of Thailand?
I caught you, Emile. That's a spoiler. I'm sorry.
It's not a spoiler.
Okay. God damn it.
So this Mando lore where you don't take off your helmet, I think it's more of an expanded universe thing.
Uh-huh.
So it's actually, I remember it being old lore, and I found like some silly cosplay vids from like years and years ago. Like, this is how Mandalorians eat, and they just tilt their helmets slightly up.
Yeah.
Shove the fork underneath.
Yeah, that's
So,
a mystery.
That really is I guess, like old
How can
lore.
Mandalorians drink coffee?
Maybe they have
Well,
like
they
feeding
do
tubes.
take it off. They just don't
I
fully,
guess feeding
they
tubes,
don't
eh?
fully take it off and don't show their face.
Yeah, there's one
And they're allowed to take it off as long as you're not in the presence of others.
in your private quarters
Right,
or
'cause
something.
he says that in episode 4.
Yeah,
Where,
they
when
did
was the
show
last
it.
time you took off your helmet? Yesterday.
Yeah.
Then the other character goes, in front of other people.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. So they actually still do take it off. Just don't do it in front of others.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So the base premise is he gets a job, like a high-paying job that's super secretive, being run by former Empire guys, right? So
Okay.
big money. The guards are scary-looking stormtroopers, even though they're incompetent. Those still some scary masks. You
Yeah.
know, they still instill the fear of the
Battle
Empire.
scarred stormtroopers.
And they're kind of competent in this one, which I like.
Good, I guess.
They were
Yeah.
sort of they got some good hits in. But
Yeah.
most of them still beefed it, you know. But so he goes to a planet to get a bounty, right? Bring it. Was it Bring It Alive? They
It's
told him
either
alive,
it's
right?
either like first bring it alive. If not, it's okay.
It's fine, right?
It's
but
fine.
you get half.
You get half, yeah.
So when he gets to the thing, there's a bunch of other guys protecting it. So he before he like fucking imagine the Mandalorian helmet, right?
Yeah.
Like the cross,
Yeah.
like the tri-cross visor.
The Judge Dredd.
Fucking pulls out a spyglass and doesn't know where to look because we don't know where his eyes are.
Oh.
That is hilarious to me because he does it twice,
Okay.
right? With different
I
positions of
mean,
his
I can
helmet.
imagine.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
like it still looks weird.
Yeah, because
It looks like he's looking it straight on.
and
But his head is still
maybe he
moving.
doesn't have the tech yet in his helmet
He doesn't-
because
he
it's
doesn't
an
have the thing on his head.
it's an add-on. It's an attachment.
Usually he has the visor
The
thing
antenna.
swings down.
Yeah.
The Dragon Ball Saiyan stuff.
Yeah.
He doesn't have that. So fucking old
Spyglass,
school
yar! Looking at me
Super
bounty.
Oh man.
So
Yeah.
as he looks down on the village where the target is, what's the name of that? The droid bounty hunter?
I forgot, but it's voiced by Taika Waititi.
No, the
Really?
famous
Yeah.
one, CE or whatever.
Uh-huh.
IG-88.
Okay.
Is
Okay.
that something that rings a bell to you?
No, not
There's
at all.
an IG-88 looking bounty hunter, which is a full robot,
Uh-huh.
shows up in front of the village
Yeah.
and starts taunting all the people. And then the Mandalorian's like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Why is there another bounty hunter over on this job?
Yeah.
So they worked together, and it was kind of a fun moment
Yeah,
to
it's
take
cool.
out the bad guys, right? And then he sees the target. And then it's revealed at near the end of the episode that it's a tiny Yoda.
Yeah.
Because the info that he was given was
It's 50 years
small,
old.
but it's 50 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
And in context, why Baby Yoda? Nobody knew the name of the race
They've
of
never
of
named
Yoda.
dropped
Yeah.
the race of Yoda.
Yeah.
Ever.
I don't think. Never.
Yeah,
I don't
never.
think so. I don't think so.
We've
So-
only seen two others, right?
What's
Yoda
the name?
and then the lady one.
What's the name of Yoda's planet?
I don't know.
I don't know.
God damn.
Is it?
It's
Is
not
it-
the one from episode
It's
5.
not.
He,
Those are the
he was
swamps.
exiled
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah, those are the swamps. Damn it! So we don't even know anything about Yoda.
Nope, he's just old and green.
No.
Oh. Mm.
And I guess they're all force sensitive. Big mystery. this
Yeah.
is.
But yeah, apparently the internets took it to
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
It's fine.
And a lot of people
Got
are
butthurt.
got
That's not
butthurt
Yoda.
because it's not Yoda.
But,
But-
like, people are like, we don't know his race.
Yeah, and we don't care. We just want to name him Baby
Baby
Yoda
Yoda.
because he's adorable.
The official naming by Disney is
The Child.
The Child.
Yeah.
What? No.
Yeah.
Really?
I thought it was a girl at first too,
The
but it's a boy.
child?
Yeah.
The only thing I know about Baby
Give us the
Yoda.
child.
Yeah.
The only thing I know about Baby Yoda based off the memes is that he really likes his anime music.
he really likes Lisa
No, yeah, because like,
and Toto.
dude, it's like that's all I know. That's all I know.
Yeah.
It's people editing that clip of Baby Yoda turning on the radio and
Yeah.
it's just,
It's not even a radio.
yeah, I
It's
figured.
the shit.
I figured.
Yeah.
But like I've seen several edits of it,
It's
and it's all
good.
anime songs.
He's like
Yeah.
a cat, dude.
Yeah,
He
man.
looks at you as he does it.
Like after episode 1, everyone just screams Baby Yoda. So fucking John Favreau delivered that we're gonna make this shit ball cute
Okay.
and
Yeah,
have
that's very
every
cute.
moment of Baby Yoda a cute moment.
Okay.
And he delivered.
And it's a puppet too, for the most
Yeah.
part, which I love.
it's an actual puppet.
actual puppet.
yeah, it's
Cool.
actual puppet. So
I mean, there's some where it's CG, but for the most part, it's a puppet.
Like a
Yeah.
Henson style puppet.
Yeah.
Cool.
so
It's better because they can pick it up,
Oh.
so it's a robot.
but yeah.
So the
That's
premise
Baby
is,
Yoda.
He
the
needs to bring
other
it back.
no,
Yeah.
because he agreed to split the money with the robot bounty hunter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the orders given to the bounty hunter was to kill it.
Yeah.
Oof.
Then the Mandalorian instead takes out the robot bounty hunter and delivers it alive.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the premise. So he ends up like not giving it to the Empire. Then space adventures.
And then
That's
hang out with
currently what's
Baby
happening
Yoda.
now.
Yeah.
That's the
Okay.
thing now.
Okay. Where do I watch this?
In the lending
Netflix.
links.
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus isn't available yet in our
Not in
country.
our country.
I think
So,
next month.
So
I heard it's
like that.
January
So our entire
2020.
country are criminals.
Not just
Yes.
us.
Not just
a lot
us.
of parts of the world too.
Damn it, what's up with Disney Plus?
I mean,
It sucks.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. So in order to watch this, I would have to go through some unscrupulous means.
means yes, comrade.
Yes, comrade.
Does it have to be a Russian site? Does it
It's
specifically have to be a Russian site?
usually
That
a Russian,
are you?
it's-
Yeah,
It's usually a Russian site. Okay.
that is true.
I'm not wrong.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not saying that there are a lot,
Yeah, there are.
but does it have to specifically be a Russian site?
There are.
Why would you do that
I
accent?
don't know. It's like my brain went to Russia.
I
Okay.
would like to watch The Mandalorian.
Give me the Mandalorian.
Give me Baby Yoda.
Give me Baby Yoda.
Babushka.
That's different. That's a
I
old
know.
lady.
Babushka Yoda.
Babushka Yoda. I would like to see that.
Babushka Yoda.
So yeah,
Yes,
like,
can you imagine Yoda in like
A
a
babushka.
Yes.
Babushka.
lifting heavy log on shoulder.
heavy log on shoulder with shawl on top of head?
Making borscht.
Yes. My babushka make the best borscht. Can you imagine Baby Yoda? Even better.
Yes.
This is a horrible bit. We're sorry.
Super bad.
Yeah. Oh
I think I was
man.
leaning to more of a Serbian accent as well.
Yeah, yeah,
Thank
we're
you, GTA 4.
all wrong.
Thank you,
Very
Jimmy.
wrong.
I mean, Sabretooth. Yeah.
Victor Creed.
Yeah. Anyway.
Alright, so The Mandalorian is primarily that. Oh,
Nope.
Is that?
That's fine.
nope, it's over there.
Oh,
It's fine.
Is it mine?
maybe it's your other phone.
It's a tablet.
Anyways,
Keep going.
let's take a break. Because we haven't in a while.
Because Migs, you and I watched the Mandalorian,
Mm-hmm.
and we're in it.
Yeah.
So, isn't it so cool that he actually doesn't take off his helmet? I
Yeah.
wasn't I was expecting him to. I was hoping to him have it on for most of it, but like not knowing the rule that you're not supposed to take it off, or there even being a stigma of not taking it off.
Mm-hmm.
Because fucking Jango Fett takes off his helmet a goddamn lot.
Oh yeah. I
Clone
mean,
Troopers take it off a lot.
yeah.
Boba Fett is dead.
Yeah. I mean,
I think it's cool, but like,
to be
I
fair-
don't mind if he takes it off.
yeah. But to be
I didn't
fair,
mind.
Django isn't even Mandalorian, which we found out like this month.
Isn't it implied that this guy isn't pureblood Mandalorian either? He said
Actually,
he was taken in after his parents were killed.
yeah.
He
There's
was
this.
raised as one.
There's this theory that it's either he's taken in
Right.
in the Mandalorian tribe, or he's from a different tribe,
That
which
got
is also Mandalorian,
destroyed.
and was just adopted from this from this
The hardcore
enclave.
tribe.
Yeah, so it could be that, but we
mean-
won't know yet.
I think the ruling is fine, even if you're not pure blood, as long as you were raised by one. I think
Yeah.
that's a good pass, because there's not a lot of them left.
Yeah, I mean, man, we can't really talk about it yet. We'll try to go and
What the bling?
the bling. Yeah, I mean, there's
I
just
like the bling.
there's something about the Mandalorian that's kind of interesting, especially if you play video games. Is that it's basically a video game.
Yeah,
It's
questing.
he's questing, like he's questing, and then he comes back in the Adventurers Guild, and
No,
then gets his
I
armor
thought that was,
upgraded.
like, the coolest mode of like taking back your honor,
Yeah.
because the medal that is given as the reward is like one of the highest
Oh yeah.
currency items in the galaxy.
hmm
He fucking has it smelted for a new shoulder pad.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Did you guys talk about Mandalorian spoilers?
No.
It's episode 1.
It's just episode
okay,
1.
Good.
But we're just like Emile here from
from the good
Emile, yeah, from the Good Trades Brigade, just come back.
I
But
took a call. I apologize.
So here's the cool thing about the Mandalorians, right? So the currency that was being paid as a reward for the bounty is this super rare metal that the Empire has farmed a ton of.
Okay.
yeah, called Beskar.
Yeah, it's probably only found with the Empire in the long, right? For the most part. And they're given as ingots.
Yeah.
So which I thought was like, oh, maybe Republic credits, because I don't know what those look like either.
No.
They could be fucking anything, right?
Yeah.
So the highest, like the most expensive metal is being given, and instead of using it for currency, the Mandalorian has it melted to be turned into a new shoulder pad.
Yeah.
Sick.
Because the metal
Is really
came
strong.
from them.
Yeah. It's basically the metal used to
Oh, it's
produce
from
Mandalorian
Mandalorians.
armor.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So that's
So they're taking it back slowly.
That's sick. That's sick.
and that's the thing about the show. Like I think the first 2 or 3 episodes, you see the Mandalorian doing like a video game loop where he goes questing, comes back to the guild, gets Beskar, and then upgrades.
Upgrades his
and,
armor.
and then
Then
bit by
goes on
bit he
another
goes
quest.
on and
Sick.
yeah,
Okay, I
it's
like
really
And
cool.
literally after that, he goes back to Carl Weathers.
Yeah,
And he goes,
to
"You have a
Apollo
job for
Creed.
me?" Like
Yeah.
immediately.
That's sick. I like that.
Yeah,
I gotta get on this.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
It's good. And man, another thing I like about this show is the music.
Oh, the music's
Like the
killer.
composer is the guy who did the music for Creed and for Black Panther. It's really strong.
Okay.
Very strong.
So
And it has this like maybe it's just me, but I'm getting Rocky vibes on the theme.
Rocky
because
vibe.
A more
yeah.
tribal or rocky vibe.
because he did the music for Creed.
Okay.
For both Creed and Creed 2. So it has that thing that
It has a really nice build up.
yeah. So
And it still sort of feels like Star Wars, but a grungy, less heroic version of it.
it's a space western.
Yeah. It's
Basically.
Super space
If you like westerns, like
like Cowboy Bebop.
Sort of.
Sort of, yeah.
Especially the early bits.
yeah,
They're bounty hunters.
the lone man, the lone bounty hunter.
Okay. What should I watch first? The Watchmen or The
Oh,
Mandalorian?
what I like about The Mandalorian is it's not 1 hour episodes.
Oh,
They're
okay.
like 30 to 45 minutes.
That's super important
Yeah.
to my life right now. Yeah.
I can
Yeah.
appreciate it.
If I were you, I would probably go with The Expanse season 3.
That wasn't part of the choices. What the hell?
It's his recommend.
No. It's Mandalorian.
Okay.
Because I think both of them started a bit the
Similar,
same.
yeah.
Yeah,
They're-
at the
if-
same time.
Watchmen comes on earlier in the week.
Yeah.
And Mandalorian like finishes the week.
Yeah.
So Watchmen
It's
comes out on
good.
like Sunday, then Mandalorian's on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something
Okay.
like that.
So yeah,
I guess to ride the Star Wars hype, you can start the Mandalorian. It has fewer episodes so far because it came a bit later.
Okay. Okay. I think I can get on
Yeah,
that.
Watchmen is also good, but I think we need to reserve it with Rafi.
yeah, because Rafi has some
Ooh,
words
dude,
for
some
it.
things happen.
Dude,
Really?
Big things happen.
How
I know
many episodes of Watchmen are out right now?
seven
Seven?
or seven? Yeah, seven. I
Last 3
think.
episodes.
And since it's an HBO, I'm one like it's
Yeah, you
Oh,
need to go
God,
to
it's-
Russia for them too.
off
It's
the Russia
so
I'm
good.
welcome, bro. Give
I
me
want to watch the Watchmen.
give me the Watchmen.
Who watches Ipsos Custodius?
Rorschach.
Quis Custodius Ipsos Custodius.
Oh no, are you doing Tim Curry?
I don't know.
Spice.
Why?
Oh, you're not wrong.
I
God.
can't.
But yeah,
Yeah,
so
the Mandalorian's fucking kick ass.
Awesome.
what else, Miggy? has happened to your
Did you
media
consume
consumptions?
any of the video games?
I did because I am up for the review for the Star Wars Jedi.
Oh, another
More
Star
Fallen
Wars.
Order.
Good.
So
Cool.
every
Cool.
I don't know how this happens, but every year that the Star Wars movie comes out, ever since Episode 7,
You play video game?
no, I
like
get
stuff?
into the Star Wars hype.
Oh yeah,
Even though I don't feel it, it builds
it just
up.
happens.
Yeah,
It's-
your
Yeah.
wallet just starts leaking.
Like
I mean,
specifically, I brought my lightsaber because I wanted to dick around with it.
mhm.
Because I bought it before Episode 7 came out. So
Oh.
peak Star Wars hype, right?
Damn.
Everyone is getting lightsabers. I bought even the toy lightsabers, so Hasbro has a lot of my money.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
I
god.
didn't expect it to happen for Episode 8, but slowly before the movie came out, find myself buying some Star Wars toys, left and right. Smaller bits, but it still happened. And then now, because I think the game is what really kicked it off, Fallen Order, because you play as a Jedi, so you lightsaber around.
Mhm.
That was the main kicker that got me more excited for the movie as well.
Interesting.
And then I'm back in it. It's 2015 all over again. I want to
Yeah.
get me some lightsabers. I want to do the Star Wars things, And it's giving me an excuse to move around more.
Good.
Just twirling the lightsabers.
Oh, yeah,
the most
yeah, yeah.
exercise I've gotten.
Yeah, a while ago in front of the elevator
Oh.
lobby, we were dicking
Dancing.
around with- we were dancing with
It's
the
fun,
lightsabers. Hmm
And you just wielding a giant glow stick. You do get some people who approach you and Kuya, pwede patignan.
Yeah. It's pretty
Oh.
cool, and the lightsaber you have, it's pretty solid.
Yeah, they're
Battle
nice.
ready.
Yeah, they're super nice.
Dual ready.
Dual
Kuya.
ready.
That term has been destroyed for me.
Yeah.
Really?
I guess.
Mm.
No, because imagine when Episode 7 came out, or before it came out, the Philippine Lightsaber Facebook group went from being a closed group to an open group.
Mhm. Like a Zumba class now?
All the people came in, sir, saan po mabili ng lightsaber? Dual ready po ba yan?
Oh,
What does that
that's
mean
what they
even?
want.
Someone
No, that
explain
means
this
that
term.
you can hit other sabers or
Yeah,
fight with
without
Really?
worry.
Yeah, without worry at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there are some that are built thinner, so they're meant for display.
Uh-huh.
Then there are some that are built you can fight with them and stuff like
Like you can hit as hard as you want.
that. Yeah.
As hard as you
Yeah.
want.
Really?
That's hard plastic. Polycarbonate.
Oh, okay.
Like super duper hard.
Yeah.
Like Anakin angry hard.
No.
Yeah.
Like destroying the mothers and the children.
Last
Yeah.
last
Jesus.
time I
Don't actually hit concrete.
no, because
That will crack it.
like I'm especially worried because last time I trusted someone.
Oh yeah. You punched the concrete
Yeah, I
wall.
punched the concrete wall.
What?
No, wait, you don't know the story?
He wasn't there.
Oh,
he wasn't there.
Okay, so
Did you do the Sanosuke thing?
No.
No.
It's worse than that.
okay, so if you guys listen to the show, you guys are aware of our friends at Contemplate.
Charlie.
Yes, one of my best
Charlie,
friends,
no.
Charlie. So basically, me and Charlie were hanging out one day, just me and him,
What a
in his-
hero.
in his room. And recently, he had been taking up boxing, and then he was teaching me about what they were teaching him at the boxing class and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then he started telling me, "Yo, they even taught me how to wrap my hand. You want me to do it to you, Emile?" And I'm like, "Oh, sure, wrap my hand."
Oh,
And then
okay.
he does the hand wrap thing, and he starts explaining to me it's the cushion, the impact on your
You can punch anything.
and then I say oh wow, that's really cool, and it's there was a way of wrapping it and
Yeah,
shit like
to
that.
protect your wrists
Yeah.
for being hurt.
To
To
protect-
stiffen your.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And then so he does that to me, and then he says, "Yeah, dude, you can punch super hard now, and it won't hurt." And then I said, "Really?" And he's like, "Yeah, dude, punch the wall." And then, and then I don't think he expected it, but I punched the wall with all my might.
Oh my God.
And this is
He was expecting you to lightly tap it.
no,
just to feel.
yeah, absolutely. And I punched the wall with all my might, and he's surprised. I'm surprised. I pass out.
Was it like the anime moment where the
Yeah.
wiggle goes through
No, yeah.
from your fist to your entire
like
body?
an entire wiggle, like an anime wiggle goes through my bones.
Yeah.
There's a split-second X-ray shot
crack.
of my arm, and I'm just next thing I know, I'm on the ground, and when I opened my eyes, Charlie was like, "What the fuck? Why'd you punch it that hard?" And I said, "You said it wouldn't hurt." I believed you.
Common sense is a hard thing to come by. folks.
It's just that I trust Charlie.
Yeah.
Damn it. And he was making a convincing case about how much it wouldn't hurt.
That's a good trade.
Yeah, that is. The good
I'm
trade.
assuming this was a long time ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, because if it was modern Emile, I bet you were all like, Detroit Smash!
Oh no.
This was quite a long time ago, yeah.
Oh, man. So, yeah, you can actually look up videos of, like, my brand of sabers, Saberforge. And they were touted to have one of the more durable blades.
Uh-huh.
You can find videos of people hitting trees with the saber.
Wow.
It says card full.
Oh, damn. The light's gone.
It's fine.
It says. I really hope that captured my story.
All right, we shall take a break.
Say something.
This is the best. Thank you to everyone who has listened. To Good Trades, a podcast we built on stories.
He probably typed it on his phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Rafi.
There you go.
Hi, Rafi.
Whoa, that's too loud. Hey, whoa.
Oh, Riku.
What?
What?
Hey, whoa.
Hello.
It's me.
Kawaii mo.
That's Emile's.
Is it working? Is it working?
Yeah.
Now it's dead again.
I'm not gonna trust it. So, everyone, we had technical difficulties. My mic is dying. Dying, you say?
Maybe you're a Jedi Master now.
Can you imagine like a force ghost of my Zoom H4n?
Yeah, dude, that would be sick.
Burn the books, Luke.
Then they change it to Christian, what's his name?
Haydenson?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Anakin.
Anakin.
They change it to young Anakin in the sequels.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it has its own coffin.
Yes, it does have its own coffin.
Space
I just put my handy recorder in its box, and I'm not sure how much of the last.
I wasn't paying attention either.
Yeah. So where were we, boys?
I was talking about Star Wars to some degree.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Ah, yes. Hello there. Okay. Star Wars hype kicked off by me having to review Fallen Order for PS4. So lightsaber duties were done there. Mandalorian, big help, right? And general hype for the movie is also kickstarting the drive for the space wizardry in me.
How's the game so far?
I've beaten it, and oh man.
Good game?
It's a good
Oh,
game.
If you like Star Wars, you like it. If you like games that run well, just throw it out the window.
Oh no!
Or maybe
I mean,
that's
it's
their
not
superpower.
functionally broken.
It's their superpower working, so.
Yeah,
That's the
no,
other
it happens to everyone.
Yeah, but.
Like even PS4 Pro runs into the same issues, where
Yeah.
straight up
Oh no.
characters appear in T poses.
Yeah.
Oh no!
There's a video because are you guys aware of the Night Sisters?
Yep.
No.
It's one of the tribes whose mom.
Ladies with lightsabers, right? But they're not
Yeah.
Sith, but they have evil lightsabers, right? So there's a bunch of them. You fight two of them in this game.
Yeah.
You fight the second and the ninth. So the second being the more boss of the two. And I saw a video where the second encounter with her after the tutorial, where you get to fight her properly for a bit before a cutscene ends the fight. So he loses, and when you lose, it's Dark Souls-like, where they take your experience points. But if you get a single solid attack and you get it all back, and you get like a full health heal as well. So he goes, like, after he gets killed, he runs back, takes the elevator down for the rematch. Doors open. She shows up in a T-pose glowing with all of his experience
Oh,
points.
Jesus Christ.
Lightsaber straight in the middle, and she starts floating towards him.
That's scary.
And
Actually.
then in his YouTube comedy mode, he goes like, "I'm gonna die."
Oh no.
So yeah, that happens a lot. I've had waves of stormtroopers slide down a ramp, a pose with the rifle floating in front of them,
We've seen
and
it.
then cut into mid animation.
We've
Oh,
seen it
man.
in
Luckily,
streams.
though, if their model hasn't loaded or is in that, they can't actually hurt you.
But it's not like Mass Effect levels of like bad, right?
Twisty 360 T poses.
Yeah.
Like faces melting into
Yeah,
themselves.
yeah.
No, nothing like
Not
that.
that one.
It's just that it runs like a poorly optimized PC game.
Yeah.
I've had a cutscene where a character is meant to save you midway because you're defenseless in that segment. So like, there's 2 troopers shooting at me from like a window in the distance. They show up late because their dialogue plays first. Then I see them sort of stretch into position.
Oh, no.
Into the pose. And then one of them starts dying for no reason.
Okay.
And then before the second trooper begins to die, the model of my ally warps behind him too, mid-animation, then goes for the kill.
Oh my, Lomo.
So I guess he was supposed to show up, then kill both.
No, yeah.
But because they showed up late, one of them just died on cue.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Literally
hilarious,
nothing
man.
personnel, kid.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of that, a lot of functional problems. Nothing game breaking. I did fall through world once.
Oh yeah.
It's not a Migoy stream without me falling through the world at least once.
Okay,
I mean, it
jeez.
respawned me, so that was nice. I think I've had it hard crash on me once. Like full on game crash, I had to reboot the thing. Didn't lose much progress, but it's okay. I mean, it does lightsaber combat, not the best, but it's probably better than most anything we've gotten in the past few years.
Better than Jedi Knight 2.
Oh no, dude. Jedi Knight 2, you drag your lightsaber to a wall, what happens?
It burns through it.
Yep. None of that here.
Really?
It only happens when you attack.
It's an old fucking game.
Right.
You can turn on like realistic lightsaber physics there, and like if
You just
you're...
clip it into them, they die, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't happen here.
What the?
First of all, no dismemberment on humanoid beings.
Because it's Disney.
It's that, and I think it's because they wanted the T rating. Because once you dismember a human, that goes up to A.
Mature.
Or M, yeah, it goes up to mature.
That's crazy.
But the E3 demo had limb dismemberment.
Yeah.
Which I remember it had limb dismemberment. So
Oh.
when that didn't happen, like, I can split a rat clean in half, but a stormtrooper, nah, dude.
No.
He's fine. He's just ragdolling around.
Man.
The game even has like finisher animations which could have ended in limb dismemberment.
Yeah, it has head cutting.
So sayang yung mga animations din.
Fucking, I understand it's a
was
game
good.
mechanic where when you hit them and they're not dead, they're fine.
Yeah.
But as a killing blow or like a kill animation, they should get something cut off.
No,
anything.
yeah, absolutely. It's a fucking lightsaber.
And I
dude.
thought since they're, you can't see their faces, I thought that would be fine. Because like the Wii game of Force Unleashed 2 has
In the
has
Wii?
trooper dismemberment.
Jesus.
No like key character dismemberment,
But
but
trooper.
trooper dismemberment was a thing. So at the very least, I thought you could do that. But nope, nothing. Can't do nothing.
Man, like I haven't been keeping an eye on the Star Wars games, but I thought that lightsaber video game technology would advance, not regress.
It's either you had it or you don't, right?
Yeah, what the hell?
Well, Disney.
Oh.
Well, that's the explanation, but I think the T rating is also part of it. But Disney is also saying that we want to keep like limb dismemberment important because when it happens in the movies, there's a meaning to it.
Oh
you know?
my god, really?
Yeah, that was their official explanation, which is, I hope there's a mod
Yeah.
because it's there. The
For
code
sure,
was
in the
there.
PC, there's gonna be a mod for
Right.
that.
Well, I haven't seen it yet, but the demo at E3 had it, so maybe they can just unlock it like in
Yeah,
Academy
like-
2.
Like edit
In
the
Academy
code.
2, it was a console code that you had to do, right? It wasn't
yeah,
on by
exactly.
default.
Yeah. It was a console code.
So the
And-
code should be there.
And like the console, like when you turn that fucking thing on, it would make boss battles impossible.
Because they could do the same to
They could
you.
do the same to you.
Oh my
They
god.
could
Unless
the
you do
fucking
it first.
Yes, exactly. Dude, boss battles there become like one hit kill. It becomes Bushido Blade.
Nice.
Yeah, man, that's sick.
It's so sick. And like, if you run at them the right way, you don't even need to swing.
Oh my god.
It's
that's
so
good.
fucking cool. And like, a lot of these bosses in Jedi Knight 2 would like throw the saber at you.
They can do
and,
that too.
And if you had it on, it was the scariest thing. Just seeing that thing approaching you, and you're like, oh, no, no. And seeing Kyle Katarn just like torn in half. Oof.
I remember the story in Academy 2 was, and not in Academy 2, in Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast, that they initially wanted dismemberment in, but pulled it back at the last minute.
Jedi
But-
Knight Outcast? No, it had it.
Yeah, no, it had it. They wanted it to be like part of the game already.
Ah.
But they turned it off by default at the very
that's
last
why you
minute.
have to turn it on.
That's why I have to turn it on.
Okay.
But the code is there, so that's
Yes, the
why.
code is there.
And I remember playing multiplayer matches where that was just on.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to click the mouse. You could just turn it.
Yeah.
And just try to catch them in the physical model.
Oh, that's sick.
Right?
That's
It
super sick.
looked goofy. Nobody's swinging nothing.
No.
But everyone was freaking out, double jumping everywhere.
We had similar setups as well, where you couldn't swing your blade, but you could change stances.
Yeah.
That kills.
Which I think was in 3, right? You couldn't do that in 2.
You can do that too.
You can do that?
There's yellow stance, red stance, and blue stance.
Stupid.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, so Fallen Order, that's my jam. It was alright, I guess. I had fun. The story picks up in some parts, but then kind of gets lazy in others.
The ending kind of threw it all away for me.
Man,
I didn't see
the
it,
epitome
so-
of it's not the destination, but the friends we make along the way.
Yeah.
As in, just none of it matters, not even a little bit. Because it was alluring to like, oh, it can lead to rebels because they're looking for a thing that could be the thing in rebels, and like, nope,
Yep.
it's not that.
Like Force Unleashed is more ballsier. It's Force Unleashed. The story in Force Unleashed was ballsier than this one.
Yeah, even especially in 2 because you're not even the real guy anymore.
Yeah.
You're a clone of the guy.
And they basically explain the origin of the symbol, right? The resistance symbol came from
Yeah,
from the
because it
guy.
wasn't established up until you do
Yeah.
you start it, right? You kickstart it,
so
but that's not canon anymore.
yeah.
It's a
Could've been
legend
cool.
now.
It could have been cool.
It could have been. And there was no Night Sisters in Force Unleashed. That's why it was still a Vader looking for an apprentice gimmick. So now it's just straight up.
Night
Oh, you're an Inquisitor.
Yeah.
You're not a Sith, but you get a red lightsaber. You know, you get dental. You get benefits. You just gotta survive the torture. You know, and give us some deets.
Oh,
We'll let
no.
you in the club. We got cookies.
No, it's candy. Hard candy.
Oh, the dark side has cookies, right? That was the main appeal.
Oh.
There's shirts of that.
Man.
So, aside from the video game consumption of the Star Wars, what I wanted to talk about was this might be difficult to talk with hard candy in your mouth.
Yeah?
I will also try not to choke on it and die.
Oh.
I've been looking up, like I said, it's 2015 all over again for me.
Oh yeah.
I've been looking up lightsaber review videos again
Okay.
because there's so many of them out there right now. Like I watched some old ones that I just enjoyed, and like I'm looking at a bunch of new stuff. Since back then, like 4 years ago, if you wanted to get a lightsaber, minimum you'd spend was like $120, if at least that. You'd most likely spend $160,
Yeah.
and that's just for the hilt and light and like a blade, right? And your only option was mostly like the American sabersmiths.
Oh yeah.
So the shipping would also add to that. So the gimmick was, look for 3 other people, so there'd be 4 of you,
Yeah.
and split the shipping that way, right? So it's a bit more fair. Nowadays, I think come 2017, like by the time of episode 8,
Okay.
a lot of Southeast Asian ones started popping up. I know there was a Kickstarter for Kyber Light. Kyber being the crystals that are used to power the lightsaber. So the
Kyber crystals.
the gimmick of Kyber Light is it's a modular hilt system where it has a base body that you can customize the sleeve, the emitter, the pommel,
Oh.
and add some other
Just
doohickeys.
like a vaping device.
Kind of like that, yeah, actually. And by default, it's already RGB, so you can pick the 7 lightsaber colors because it would mix and match those different colors together.
Yeah.
Like you'd get blue and green for cyan, you'd get red and was it blue for
Violet.
yeah, then red and green for like the amber colors and all that.
Interesting.
So that was it by default. It was dual ready already. It gives you a decent blade. I think by default it gives you the full length blade, which is 37 inches, which is really long.
That's what she said.
It's for like tall white people.
Okay.
Because Star Wars is an American movie, so usually the blade lengths for us Asian folk.
Cool.
32 is a decent like blade length to mimic.
Average size. Yeah.
It's still like pretty long. It's hard to twirl something that might hit the floor midway,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, a lot of stuff came out. some Chinese ones came out as well, Singapore based.
Okay.
And you can get a lightsaber that is, if not RGB ready, at the very least has the soundboard with like good speaker and all that.
Yeah, and this soundboard, like, it like detects motion.
Yeah, there's a motion sensor in it.
Okay.
Just you can also adjust the sensitivity of it if you don't want it to clash. You can get a soundboard with like some soundboards have the ability to you can customize your own sound font via micro SD card.
Oh man,
There's a bunch of all of that.
I would have made the Samuel Jackson sound.
You can do whatever. You can make it a Terminator, like it's not a tumor, it's not a tumor.
Yeah.
You know, utang ina mo pata. Stuff like that.
Gentle.
I think the more, I guess, updated gimmick is you can, instead of lightsabers having a removable battery that you charge separately, like a vape battery,
Okay.
straight up in-hilt charging. There's a charge port that you can just plug in a power
USB
bank or a USB cable.
Cool.
That's convenient.
And yeah, you can
Just
get
like a vape.
yep, and you can get like all of that, all the features of that, and for like $100 now. In
Wow,
lightsaber.
that's-
It's not nearly
that's
as bright
cheap.
as like mine,
Just like 100
but
USD.
like yeah, dude, like
Whoa.
not even 5,000, 4,800, mga ganun.
Interesting.
Full of features. Then you can still like bash each other with it, dual ready and all that stuff.
Cool.
So yeah, like yesterday I was messing around with my lightsaber, like after playing cards with some friends.
Okay.
'Cause I
That
just-
the kind of
Ortega Spark, you know, after that we buy some snacks at 7-Eleven, like I'm
yeah,
just
like
gonna mess around.
like how you said it.
Play
sounds
cards,
very
sling
sinister.
spells, then fucking
After playing
I
Magic.
killed them.
Yeah, basically with your
With a
lightsaber.
sword.
As you do, right? World Slayer, am I right?
Ew.
Board wipe everyone.
Okay.
So like a dude like shyly approached, like, sir, pwede patingin? Ganda ng lightsaber niyo, sir.
Oh, that's nice.
Then he asked like, magkano to, right? So I say like, I think I got that for like 8K.
And
He's like,
you should have said you can't wield it. You're not a Force user.
it's not true. That's been disproven many a times in movies. Han Solo did it in episode 5, so even then it was already decanonized.
They did that thing where
That's so dumb.
you cannot wield
They retconned it,
lightsabers
yeah.
That is
if
so
you're not a
dumb.
You
Force
can't turn it
user.
on if you're not a Force user.
Yeah.
That's a stupid
That's
thing.
so dumb.
Then John Boyega just straight up
Yeah.
hits Kylo Ren
Debunks
even,
it.
right? So the guy asks, so like, how magkano to, right? So how much is the saber? And I told him, like, 8.5. And sabi niya, usually you'd hear, ay, mahal. You know? Hashtag ay mahal. He was like, what a mura.
Whoa.
Because he was expecting it to be in 20K. And like,
maybe it was the saber.
that means he knows, right? He has mild knowledge of how much these things go. Like, $200 to $400 range.
Maybe it's comparing to the Hasbro.
Yeah,
saber.
which is kind of that price, 200
yeah.
plus, right?
Yeah.
250 at least, I think. 10K, I think they're sold
10
here.
or 11.
10.5, mga ganun. So, nagulat siya na it was pretty cheap, and like, he asked if it was, dual ready, and like, yeah, it is.
Damn, he knows his stuff.
He knows, but he
is
doesn't
a
fully
Force
know.
user.
So, I think he's teetering on the edge of getting one. So, he asked na, like, parang, saan makakabili nito? Like, oh, dude, it's so much easier now. And like, just look for these 2 Facebook pages. You're good.
Did
You
wave
can
your
get one for...
hand to buy 'em?
I basically did that,
Okay.
Oh, of course I know him. He's me. So right,
Damn
like
it.
no, it's significantly easier. Like I was with a friend, it's like, dude, you have no idea.
Oh.
It was so hard to get these things before.
Yeah.
And now like because due to the high rise of the popularity like 4 years ago, people were offering services where they import it themselves and then
Oh.
sell them as a sort of shop. But now that since there's so many Southeast Asian brands, they just have full on stocks of them.
Cool.
And they vary in price. The cheapest being like less than $100.
And shipping ain't that much of a.
No, not anymore. Because you can just buy. You can buy them at Long Live Play.
Yeah.
Huh.
iJohn carries stuff from
Shout
Saber
outs to
Sentry.
Long Live Play. And
Long
Action.
live play Philippines.
PH, baby.
PH, baby.
You can get your lightsaber in your Ayala malls. They opened a new branch in Estancia,
Yeah, I'm
which
surprised.
is in front of the meetup of the Pasig group.
Yeah.
So parang, yo dude, if they want a lightsaber, just go in the mall.
Yeah.
It's right there. Follow me, you will. So yeah, lightsaber hype is with me now.
All high.
Yeah.
I do believe after this podcast, we're gonna go out into the empty field beside my house and play with your lightsaber.
Play with a glowy stick. Expensive torch.
I think the way you said it was better than the way I said it.
It's glowy stick.
The glowy stick, yes.
The Batibot logo. If you shine it to a wall.
Oh, you're welcome. This is the Disney Channel.
Yeah, that kind of shit. I've been seeing those memes.
Oh, right, where it's just the actual shape is nonsense.
Yeah, they even had the Mandalorian did that.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, like the turret in episode 1.
Oh, really?
Like they shot the door, and then there's
It draws a vague shape. Okay.
Really?
That's funny.
This is the Mandalorian.
And you're watching the Disney Channel.
Oh, man. Oh, God. I gotta get on this Mandalorian Star Wars.
It's good, man. It's an easy watch, too. It's nothing super heavy.
Yeah.
Because, Star Wars is, like...
Politics!
I was just trying to explain to Migs. Are you aware of the YouTube channel Girlfriend Reviews?
No.
So it's the gimmick is she watches her boyfriend, like, consume media or play games, but she will review them.
I think I've seen this on my recommend.
I'm sure it's been there a lot.
recommend,
It's been popping up. Her channel's been blowing up a lot.
Cool.
So the new thing is she reviewed the prequel movies of Star Wars because she's never seen them. Like she's seen them as a kid, and then she thought like because Star Wars opens up very political, right?
Oh yeah.
So she thinks I'm too young for this. Then it becomes something stupid. I'm too old for this.
Yeah.
So Star Wars is like space politics and fantasy space wizards.
How does that work though? Her boyfriend watches it and then
she reviews it?
I think
Yeah.
she just straight
That's
up
the gimmick of
watches
the channel, man.
no,
So
yeah, but like
Maybe she just straight up watches it, and this.
they're on
season-
stream.
okay. So they
okay.
watch it together.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the boyfriend plays it, then she's right beside her.
Okay.
Beside
Okay.
her.
All right.
So Mandalorian doesn't get into the heavy politics of Star Wars. It's just straight up he's questing.
Space Cowboy.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's Space Cowboy. That's it.
Because Star Wars has always been just high fantasy in space.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of people mistake it for sci-fi, which it's not.
Nope.
It's
It's
super
It's fantasy. It's not
fantasy.
fiction.
It's space wizards.
And that was the thing he was going for, right? A period piece in space.
No, yeah.
That's why it happens a long time ago.
Yes.
in the galaxy.
A long time
Dude.
ago.
Shoutouts to Art Mosura.
Yeah.
The term Jedi is based on Jedi Geki,
What?
which
What's
means
that?
period piece in Japan.
What the hell? Jedi Geki?
Yeah.
What? That's where it came from?
There's a lot of Japanese influence in Star
Yeah,
Oh,
Wars.
lightsabers
yeah.
are based on Japanese katana.
What the hell?
Even Darth Vader's
So Star Wars is weebs in space.
Yeah, and I mean, like, they retconned the
Yeah.
weight of a lightsaber as well.
Because George Lucas is an idiot. That's
I
why.
know, it's so bad. In the original movies, they were wielding it like great swords.
Yeah.
Or at least like long kendo sticks.
Yeah. Actually, yeah,
And
exactly.
then it became
like candlesticks.
wushu
That's
weapons.
how
Yeah.
they based it. Like they based the battles and
Man, Star Wars is dumb, and I love
It's
it dumb.
really dumb. It's made for children.
Yeah, I love it dumb. I hate it when they try to take themselves too seriously and try to sci-fi explain everything.
Yeah, but just don't.
Don't midichlorian, man. Just space wizard.
yeah.
Yeah.
Star Wars. Remember the purple lightsaber?
Yeah.
The real reason was Samuel Jackson
Wanted
asked
the
George
purple-
Lucas.
yeah.
No. He wanted to be able to find himself in the battle on Geonosia, right?
Oh, so they marked it
'Cause-
purple for it to free.
yeah,
so
he was,
special.
can I have a different color so I can see myself, so I can tell my kids that's me?
Oh, I thought you just
Cool.
wanted a purple
Yeah.
one.
Thought
Not
just
not,
like
not
purple.
specifically. I think he just suggested it, right?
Cool.
Then George
Interesting.
Lucas was like, "Oh, there's only
Oh,
three
okay.
colors, right?"
Is that
He
the
did
colors?
the next day. That was so we changed the color of your lightsaber. It's purple now.
That's not a bad George
He's
Lucas.
basically Kermit the Frog, right?
Yeah, he's basically
My
Kermit
original
the Frog.
vision is you getting a purple lightsaber.
Because, Star Wars.
Santa Claus. I look like Santa Claus.
Star Wars is a lot like poetry. It rhymes.
Remember when lightsabers were heavy? I don't.
Oh man, was that your whole week, my buddy?
Most of it has been the heavy Star Wars consumption, which the final bit here is what I wanted to go into. Looking up, I've been trying to look up real like lightsaber duels. Like people are trying to make it a sport for funsies.
Yeah, there's
Oh, yeah.
an Olympics like.
No,
sport
that's
event.
the fencing one. That's
Yeah,
a straight up
fencing.
choreography presentation that they just wanted to do.
It's choreography. It doesn't look like
The two, no, dude, it's hyper choreography.
Cool.
Kind of like wushu, right?
Yeah, it's very
I
wushu.
believe in it.
To me,
Don't ruin the
it's
magic
part of my
for this
original
nubile
vision.
man.
Yeah. Original version.
So otherwise, you'd find, I guess, Arnis style,
Oh yeah.
but amateur. So they're just trying to poke each other with, oh, it's a laser sword. If it touches you anywhere, you're dead, right?
That's a point.
That's
Right?
the point.
Yeah. Which is not the thing in actual, like, say, kendo. Kendo has very specific.
Hits.
Like you can
Body
only
parts.
you need to hit specific points with a specific part of your blade,
Yes.
and you need to verbally say what part you're striking for it to count as a point.
Yes, that's what Viral keeps screaming in Kill la Kill.
and
Yeah,
that's
Mendokute.
Yeah, Mendokute.
And
That's what Domonkachi says
That's
too.
why Himura Kenshin is the most OP swordsman in the world.
Why?
He doesn't say anything.
It hits all of the 9 points.
All
Fucking
right.
nine-headed dragon
The
strike.
9-headed dragon.
No, he cheats, dude.
Yeah.
He fucking throws dirt at you with Doryusen.
Yeah, that is true.
Doryusen has to be my favorite.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
What about
It's Terry Bogard's move. He's
Yeah.
using the power of
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
It's power wave. All right, so lightsaber duels eventually led me to HEMA,
Oh.
historic European martial arts.
Cool.
So it's basically longsword fighting, saber fighting, fencing,
You know,
Yeah.
I recently learned about half swording.
where you grip the dull end on the
Yeah. Where you grip the blade part and
Oh,
you
yeah, that's a technique.
dull
Yeah,
end
yeah.
of the blade part, which is the choke point,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
the main middle of
exactly,
the blade.
and then you use like the handle as like a bludgeoning weapon.
Yeah, the pommel is death
Yes.
because it's very heavy. So I found this YouTube channel. I think it's the something Rogue.
Okay.
Or it's two old guys, Tito Gaming,
Okay.
Okay.
but they
Old
they
rogues, let's
they went to like the HEMA experts in Austin, Texas, and they go through different like European fighting styles or like. So I watched their video on how to fight with a longsword. So they go through the basics, but like nothing super in depth. But they show you the base, like
Just a lot of techniques in Lord Sword.
right. So the main thing is when you clash, it's basically a leverage fight. That's why cross guards are important in longswords.
Ah.
Because you always want to have the leverage advantage, which the heaviest is at the base of the sword, right?
Oh.
And that's how you drive them down or get the physical advantage.
Kylo Ren wasn't a crazy bastard after all.
Well, his cross guard is a defect, but cross guards are a real thing in sword fighting. They're important
His cross guards are supposed to be exhaust because his lightsaber is unstable.
because he sucks at building gunpla.
Yeah, dude, he sucks at building gunpla.
We should have bootleg kasi.
Yeah, dude.
So I ended up
Comprehensive video.
I ended up finding a bunch of like longsword duels. Then I eventually found HEMA experts actually trying to do it with lightsabers.
Oh. Okay.
And so there are a few na my cross guards. I found one nawala, and they still try to cross guard with that.
Oh shit.
And they forget half the time.
Oh.
So when they try to clash
slid up.
cross guards, nothing happens. Their hands hit. So then they freeze and then they back off.
Oh, okay.
So it's in their like reflexes to
Just
push for the cross guard.
Oh man,
So it really makes a difference.
They should just use Kylo Ren sabers.
It's exactly like the video that Pat showed of two deers trying to fight, but they don't have horns.
with a bunch of
Oh.
dumbasses.
So they headbutt and try to lock, but nothing locks. So then they go like, what the fuck?
What the fuck
And they
happened?
back off confused. So that was interesting. So it was interesting also trying to learning about the proper fencing stance and how much is also like physical leverage.
Yeah.
Like it's what you see in the movies where they lunge.
Uh-huh.
That's stupid
Yeets.
because you put yourself within range and you lose your like stance leverage because you're leaning forward.
Okay.
You're mainly meant to stand upright but at a low center of gravity.
Yeah.
And you don't move your wrist at all. Your arm is perfectly straight, and you basically just you push with your body, not with your arm,
Oh, interesting.
For fencing.
for fencing. Because if you move with your arm, it becomes less accurate because the tip of your sword will tend to
Yeah, I
wiggle.
can imagine that.
So you move with your shoulder,
Interesting.
or like you move with your body, pushing with your legs,
cool.
and like or how destructive quarterstaffs can be.
Yeah.
Like even if you
Like a bow staff, that kind of shit.
not just a bow staff, like a quarter staff, which is basically a big log that you just
Oh.
grab the third
Oh.
end of it and just
Yeah.
you don't even properly swing. You just basically
You little John it.
you push it. Yeah, you little John it.
Little John it.
No, he's right.
No,
Little John
yeah,
uses
he's
that.
right, but
Quarter
like
staff's
fucking,
it.
what a fucking pull.
Hey man,
Yeah,
little John.
that's good,
the
that's
only
good, that's
guy I
good.
know
He's
who
not
does
wrong,
that.
dude. He knows his Robin Hood.
Yeah.
And the destructive power of just using its own momentum to like deal a hit. So they demonstrated it by, you know, the fencing helmets, right?
Yeah.
So they put a watermelon on a thing, then they cover it with the helmet. So
That's
strike it with the long sword, no damage, right?
Yeah.
Stab it with the fencing swords, nothing. Slash it with whatever, nothing. Then just try to mildly tap it by, tilting the quarterstaff. Fucking splits it in half right away. So like they go, that watermelon's dead.
That's awesome. Shit.
So yeah, Hema is an interesting watch, and like some of them when they do lightsabers, it's more interesting than watching like amateur Star Warsers try to do it, because you can see that when a person has their shoulders down, they don't know how to sword fight. Because what you do is, because everything is in most like weapon martial arts, everything is core strength.
Yeah.
So you do the superhero stance, raise your shoulders, push it back, chest out, and butt slightly out. So you really all your strength is core. Then it's less wrist and more just you're letting the weapon do most of the work, and you're doing half and half. Right.
Interesting.
Because you're more after the leverage than the actual strike.
Let the knife do the work.
So yeah, I'll look up the YouTube channel and put it as the rec at the end of the show.
Oh, okay.
Because I forget the actual YouTube channel. Because them going through all of that is pretty interesting.
Awesome.
So that's been my week. Hema, historic European martial arts, lightsabers, Thailand spices,
And
jewels.
And jewels.
I'm passing it on to the Mig Samson.
What's the capital of Bangkok?
Burger King Kok,
Don't know, man.
the capital of Thailand.
Anyways, that's Migoy, and now it's me.
To close it off, here's a dumb story that I said as a child.
Okay.
Because it's not my first time at Thailand, and not my first time at the capital of Thailand.
Okay.
So my siblings go like, oh, Thailand is just shopping, let's go shopping. 4-year-old me goes, Bangkok is not a shopping, it's a land. It's a Thailand.
Oh no!
Incredible.
Yeah, my mind went there.
Amazing.
So
it's now my turn.
Do it,
Miguel.
Migs.
the most nubile of Miguel's on this podcast.
Ergonomic.
Yeah.
Even.
So
Cross guard.
mostly what I did my week was I've been watching a lot of Netflix shows, but
Nice.
it's not TV shows, it's not movies. I've been watching.
Ooh. I know what's coming.
I've been watching documentaries,
Okay.
specifically the toys that made us.
Yeah, because they had a new season
They
coming
have a
out.
new season came up.
I've always seen this in my recommends, but I've never clicked it.
Do it.
It's addicting. I don't know, like
Third season is really good in particular.
there's this click that they have that I mean, there's this hook that they have, and it's probably because of the narrator.
Okay.
And
It's the same guy for every
Yeah,
episode.
it just
Is it
clicks.
like a David Attenborough?
No, it's like it's like
How does he narrate?
what's that? Unwrap? It's like an unwrap.
It's like Unwrap.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
like
I fucking love Unwrap.
Yeah, but of course the host doesn't.
He doesn't show up.
appear in
He's
the
just
show.
a voiceover.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just a
disembodied
narrator.
voice.
Yeah.
Fucking Unwrap. Fucking how it's made.
It's
yeah.
so good. Yeah, it's basically that. Like the toys that made us is basically
It's
a
basically how it's
documentary
made.
on how it's made.
The
how it's
history of the
originated.
toy line.
Yeah, and they have a lot of good episodes, especially in the new season. They have Ninja Turtles. They have Power
Rangers, dude.
Oh, dude, the Power Rangers one. They even have David Yoss and who's that Black Ranger?
Adam, not Adam.
Zach, the one.
The
who
guy
plays-
with the missing finger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Billy.
No.
What?
Zach.
Zach.
Billy is David Yost,
Yeah, and also there's an episode about Transformers,
which was the first season.
Yeah, and that one was great. That was
Transformers one was great.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe was also
they have
good.
G.I. Joe. They even have Hello Kitty. I watched all of them.
Hello
and,
Kitty, Barbie,
yeah, it was really fascinating.
Lego was the other one too. Right?
Lego is probably my favorite because
I had
it
no
has
idea.
a very strong foundation on the origin of Lego.
Okay.
Which is
Because they used to make tin toys.
yeah.
Because of the war.
And basically, the city which Lego originated, Lego basically made that city rich and prosper. Like,
Just because of Lego.
if it wasn't for Lego, they'd be nothing or something like that.
Huh.
It's really good, and like they explained, like in that certain episode, they explained the Lego's system, which basically the toy has what they call quote unquote the system, which how Lego works, like how
How the pieces connect.
the pieces connect, how they should be built on to probably adapt to other sets and pieces.
It's
So
hyper specific.
basically, every Lego piece can be used at any set or any block,
Yeah.
and they're very, very strict about it. And that's what made Lego very good. Past in early 2000s, where they tried to kind of do variations on their toy lines because trends are setting and
Right.
they're kind of falling off of the
And they have
toy
like
thing.
competitors now at that point.
Yeah, and it kind of
Like Mega Blocks.
yeah.
Mega Bloks is like bigger size. Right?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of new ones like stuff from Hasbro, which is quote unquote compatible with leading brands.
Oh, okay.
So they're Lego shaped, but they're not as durable. But they take liberties with their pieces.
Yeah, but yeah, that was good. Like it's a good episode. And of course, other than that, there's another documentary series that came from the same makers of the toys that
I
made us.
found this out from you.
Which is basically the movies that made us.
Yep.
And it's I think it's a 4-episode season,
Right.
which same format as the toys that
It's
made
basically
us,
the same
except-
show, but it's
except
about movies.
Okay.
So first episode is like Dirty Dancing. He also tackled Home Alone.
I should finish the Dirty Dancing one because I
was-
heard that that's the only one that the people in our age group, like my friends who've also watched it, like that's the only one they don't like because that's not their movie.
Oh,
But they love the show, and like I'm still halfway through the Dirty Dancing
Dude, it
one,
was-
and I wasn't feeling it too.
Okay,
really?
Okay.
So, it
like
was
I
really
appreciate it, but
interesting.
like that's not my movie.
There's a lot of tidbits.
It's not
there
the
about-
movie that made us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I appreciate it, so I need to trudge through that to get to the
Yeah.
Home Alone.
But yeah, the first season of the movies that made us is very strong because like they tackled Home Alone, they tackled Ghostbusters,
Yo.
and
Ooh.
they tackled Die Hard. The last
Die
episode
Hard.
being
Oh my
Die
God.
Hard. Oh my
Just
god,
in time for Christmas.
Die Hard, dude! Like,
Okay.
I've been meaning to
What
actually.
a kids movie.
Yeah, dude.
I've been meaning to actually talk about Die Hard before because I've been following and been researching bits about Die Hard
Why?
because it was fascinating.
Okay,
Because
okay.
it was.
It's one of
It
those.
started
You got
off as a
me.
novel that
What?
it's a novel.
Die Hard started as a novel?
Yeah.
No way. Really?
There's a series called The Detective, I think, and they made the movie about it starring Frank Sinatra.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So anyway, I'm not gonna spoil anything because that's kind of the core of the
Frank
Die Hard
Sinatra was
episode.
a diehard.
like it could be Frank Sinatra, could have
It
been
could have
John
been.
McClane.
Oh my
Basically.
God.
Yeah, and he turned that offer off because he was quote unquote too old and too rich to actually play as John McClane.
Well, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, other than that, I've watched Mandalorian. I've watched Watchmen.
Have you
And-
been catching up on the macadamia?
No, I haven't.
'Cause that's also been pretty good so far.
And neither have I.
Yeah.
I've not macadamia in a while.
What I've caught on was Demon Slayer.
Ooh, Kimetsu no Minamama.
That's good.
So you haven't finished it, but as it was going,
Yeah.
you let it build up.
It was the same case as DuckTales before
All
on
right.
my end, but now I've caught up on both DuckTales and
Nice.
Kimetsu no Yaiba. In video games, it's the same. So I'm still playing with Rafi and Carlos and Rainbow Six.
Yeah.
The new operators are now live, so that's cool. We have Kali, who's actually a bolt action rifle wielder.
What?
that's
How does that work?
sniper rifle.
No, that's
Oh,
the
sniper.
thing.
Basically a sniper.
That's the
I thought
thing
you
you
meant-
were. That's the thing you were selling to me.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Which is basically the most damaging rifle in the game.
Cool.
Yeah, because the
And-
bullets are huge.
Yeah. It
Bolt actions are
it like
insane.
destroys walls and doors
Awesome.
in the game. So yeah. And the other one is Wamai, which is the defender like the new defender on that season pass, which is he throws what he calls magnets.
Magnets.
Which is a
magnetic
device-
nets.
Which is a device that if you threw a tool like a flashbang or a grenade within the vicinity of the magnet, it will suck up the tool and
Okay.
it will go in a different direction. So
Okay.
there's like
Ooh.
setups that were being done using Wamai. I've seen
So
one.
you can curve a flashbang?
That
Yeah.
sounds fun.
But
can you
for-
curve a grenade?
Yeah, and like
Sounds
grenades,
so sick.
C4,
Knives?
sometimes-
Can you throw a knife into it?
I'm not sure if there are knives in the game.
Really? Okay,
I mean,
never mind.
But there's this one clip that I saw. Like he was using Wamai, and what he did was he put the magnet near a staircase.
All right.
So what So he's trying to like duel with this one dude because it's just 1v1 now at that round. So he's just trying to guard this door. So he's trying to peek up and he's going to throw a remote bomb.
Mm-hmm.
But what you call this? Like there's another frag grenade that's coming in his direction.
Okay.
That exploded, so he got killed. But this remote bomb like curved out because of the magnet and hit the other dude.
So they had a good trade.
They had a good trade, and he won the round for some reason.
He won the round.
Yeah, he won the round. Like,
Holy shit!
like
Did he die last?
Yeah, he died last.
Okay.
Just because of the curve,
yeah,
huh?
that was so good. Like when I saw that, oh man, I got to
That sounds so
research
silly,
magnet
like-
placements because it's really useful.
Yeah, I bet if you see that, because when you throw something, you know the trajectory is going,
Yeah.
and you suddenly see it curve in midair, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Dude, the more you describe this game to me, the more I'm convinced that it is just Home Alone. Like, to some extent.
You mean you're trapped in the house for most of it, right?
I mean, if you're in
That's
the
a stage.
defender stage,
Yeah.
or
Yeah, yeah,
defender
yeah.
phase, yeah.
It must feel like Home Alone.
If only you could set paint cans
Like, just like, dude,
on string.
listen to that last episode.
Yeah.
I swear, we talk about
I
it.
mean, there's this guy called Legion who has like
Is he many?
caltrops,
Okay.
poison caltrops. So basically, that's like the
Okay, yeah.
the toy cars and
Marbles.
Yeah, the toy marbles. So yeah, basically Home Alone the game,
Dude,
For men.
multiplayer mode. Yeah, for men.
are there claymores in this game?
Yeah.
Can you put them on a Roomba?
You can curve him.
You can curve.
No, you
With
can
the-
use your claymore. You can set it up.
You said you can magnet them.
C4s, I guess.
Oh,
But the
C4s.
claymores, because claymores are being placed on
Yeah,
the
it's
floor,
planted.
yeah.
It's planted.
Interestingly enough, the guys who can use claymores are all attackers.
Okay.
Whoa,
To kind of,
not defenders?
Balance it out.
To kind of balance out roamers who's trying to flank you.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
That kind of doesn't make sense, but now that you mention it in that way, I guess that
yeah,
makes sense.
in a game sense.
And
that
it really
doesn't-
does a lot of wonders during rank play.
Man.
Like, it's really useful.
And
Basically,
the concept of a claymore is still so mind blowing to me. When Metal Gear introduced the concept of a claymore
oh
to
no,
me,
that
The concept of a
bullshit,
claymore
though.
for attackers. Is
no,
insane.
yeah, just like a mine that shoots only in one direction is like, oh.
Nope. But yeah. Other than Rainbow Six, I've been playing Jurassic World
Yeah.
What?
Evolution.
Why?
It's Sim theme park, but
Okay,
with dinosaurs.
So during the Black Friday and Cyber Monday sale, I gave in. I wasn't safe. I was marked unsafe during the sale.
Okay.
Your Facebook notification.
So
Marked
I
unsafe.
bought 2 games. One was Guilty Gear.
Okay.
Sword Revelator 2.
Did you
Just-
gifted me that?
It's already over.
Oh man.
I just got it for like 370 pesos for all of the DLC.
I wanted to get it, but I had no money.
I felt pretty bad about the sales because I had just bought Tekken.
Aw.
Yeah, I know.
But at least it's in the PS4.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
sure
I
it's a
know.
PS4 copy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fine.
And the second game was Jurassic World Evolution.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a sim theme park. It's basically Jurassic Park Simulator, and it is.
I swear
It is
that
good.
that stream was a lot more funny than I expected it to
Yeah,
be.
I streamed it the first time I bought it.
You know what happens in every Jurassic Park movie?
Yeah, the dinosaurs escaped.
That
Meat eaters get out,
happens.
right?
Yeah.
That literally happened. Migs was
Okay.
like, "Oh, I just bought a new meat eater." Like Migs, we've had 4 or 5 movies of this exact thing. Lo and behold, a few minutes
Oh my
later,
God.
Migs
And-
goes to his meat eater. The fences are destroyed, and like, where'd he go?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, the game even tries to tempt you to no, for entertainment purposes.
Yeah, I assume.
Go create the carnivore.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
the,
as an
the kids will love
attraction.
it as an attraction.
the meat
That was the
eaters-
premise of the
That's
of
the
world
thing.
itself.
That's why I found it really funny and hilarious, and it's interesting because it plays well with what the movie did.
They
before.
programmed them to escape.
Yeah,
No,
they programmed
yeah.
to escape.
And the game puts you in the boots of these people running these fucking theme
Yeah,
parks.
you're basically John Hammond in this
Oh
game.
god.
You're more actually because you're
more.
also the park manager.
Yeah, you basically control like
Everything.
research and development of dinosaurs and all of the.
No, it's not just that. You have to fucking track them yourself.
Okay.
You have to physically drive down.
That's cool, actually.
and shoot them
It's optional, but you actually.
Oh, it's optional. Okay.
You actually get the chance to ride one of the Ranger Jeeps or the anti like the dinosaur control unit, and you kind of shoot trank darts or health darts whenever they're sick. Or
you were trying to track your meat eater with health darts. I saw that.
I'm making them strong.
Health max, and like, why isn't he asleep?
Making them.
Are you shooting them with the correct things,
Yeah.
Migs?
But oh man, it's so good. Like aside from that, like of course, I played the campaign mode during the stream, so it's really memorable. Like the first time you fired up the game in campaign mode, it greets you with the Jurassic Park theme,
Yeah.
like really strong.
Okay.
And then and from there, like fucking Jeff Goldblum talks
Uh-oh.
to you.
Actually,
And
Jeff Goldblum.
Actual
Okay.
Jeff Goldblum
That's
is
cool.
the narrator / tutorial voiceover
Oh, nice.
for this game.
Well, no one else could have done it.
No one else
Yeah,
could have done it.
yeah.
And it's it's like this game has a lot of love for Jurassic Park. I really enjoyed it because I really love
like
Jurassic
the
Park.
tools they give you to make the park look just like the ones in the movies.
Man,
right?
you
Yeah.
boys are talking a lot about like licensed stuff, which usually I'm afraid of because
Oh,
they're
yeah.
usually bad.
Yeah.
exactly.
Mhm.
But this one is the guys who made Elite Dangerous and the new
Oh.
Sim theme park.
Oh.
These are the guys who made the new Jurassic World Evolution.
Okay.
Game.
Okay.
So yeah, they know their shit when it comes to sim theme parks and I guess I don't know, like licensed games because they handled an old IP like sim theme park.
Yeah, you don't really see a
And
lot
Elite
of
Dangerous. Yeah.
you don't see a lot of movie tie-in games anymore.
Yeah.
that's
like
rare.
wave has died already in the PS3 generation. So when I saw Migs boot up Jurassic World, I thought like, what's this fucking movie game? Is he gonna play Chris Pratt and do some silly shit?
Yeah.
And then like, oh no, it's a park simulator.
It's a
Yo, that's
park
really
simulator.
cool.
That's
So good.
I'm super glad that like the brands are wisening up to how to actually because
I mean,
before like fucking Jurassic Park would be a side scroller.
Yeah,
Be a
Jurassic Park
third-person action game or something.
Yeah,
bullshit like that.
and like this is the only genre that makes sense for Jurassic
Why
Park.
wasn't there one made like this before, right?
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. Like
Diba? Why didn't
they could have made like a sim theme park
They could have.
mod out of Jurassic Park, or maybe
Right?
they did. But this is like a fully licensed game with support for support from the creators and like the actors before. Like they even have like who's that doctor who was played by BD Wong?
I
He
forgot.
was there, like, and then Dr. Henry Wu was there in the game.
Nice,
As well as
nice.
Chris. I'm not sure if Chris Pratt voiced his
Did
character
they get
there.
his face at least?
He got his face.
Okay, that means the license is
They
there.
got his face. Even Bryce Dallas Howard was there.
Oh, so cool. They got
So
actual
they got
the
actual
actors, the faces at least.
Yeah. Aside from the other new ones specific to the game.
That's
So,
cool.
It was really good. Like even some of the like achievements are basically references to the old movies. Like I got,
Of course, as you do.
I got an achievement when I tried to trank my carnivore for the first time, and I got the achievement called "Shoot Her," just basically what the hunter in Jurassic Park 1 uttered during the first few
Yeah.
minutes of the scene. When
Is
when-
there an achievement called Clever Girl?
Yes,
There you go. There you go.
but I haven't.
It's
I haven't
clearly
gotten-
made by Jurassic Park nerds.
Yeah, clearly made, really full blown.
Clever Girl.
So, aside from Jurassic World, I've been playing a bit of, I guess, Code Vein.
Ooh, anime souls.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been wanting Code Vein.
Is it like produced and developed by Bandai Namco or the
It's
guy?
published by them.
It's published by
Basically,
Namco.
I don't know
maybe
who
the guys
developed
made
it.
God Eater or something.
Was
Maybe.
God Eater a Bandai game?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Gotta check on that.
But
So-
it's more God Eater than Dark Souls, I guess.
Yeah.
So
it's
how
more-
is the Code Vein? I hear it has a really good character creator.
Yeah, actually, the only my only gripe about the character creator is that it's hard not to make an ugly
It's hard to make
It's
an
hard to make
ugly.
an ugly because
character.
anime pretty boy.
And there's limited body types in this game.
I mean,
because
like,
everyone's slim because
most-
you're a vampire.
I think most Eastern character creators, it's really hard to make an uggo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like Final Fantasy XIV, hard to make an uggo.
Oh yeah.
Meanwhile, in Dark Souls, everyone's uggo.
Yeah.
Similar face, man.
I know you can make uggos in Black Desert.
Jesus.
But yeah. Oh, we got.
Roach, coach.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. You just destroyed that
He's
thing.
still alive. I'll be right back.
Oh, don't eat it, maybe.
So,
So yeah. Since that's the case, I've just made the most beautiful person in the entire world
in Code
using
Vein.
Code Vein.
Amazing. Okay.
Amazing. He's basically an a la carte copycat.
All right.
So premise wise, it's vampires surviving in this post-apocalyptic world
All right.
where humans are scarce, and they feed on some kind of like blood money tree or something.
Okay.
And there's this thing called a red mist revolving around the area where it's dangerous for them.
For vampires?
Yeah. So they have to wear gas masks because of
Okay.
that. So that's
That's why the aesthetic.
Yeah,
Okay.
the aesthetic. Which is sure fine. Like this is the world, the lore dump and all. But I just want to play something that's similar to Dark Souls. So gameplay wise,
How similar is it to the Dark Souls?
it's not. It's
more actiony?
It's more actiony. It's like Bloodborne or God Eater had a child with Monster Hunter,
Okay.
because you have an like an AI partner system in that game where he can be like your buddy in this game, and you can probably level him up and have him assist in your quests and missions.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the feline AI partner in Monster Hunter. So,
Gotcha.
so they are surprisingly reliable in the game.
Gotcha.
And so far, when it comes to weapons, it's not as complex or diverse as Dark Souls, but they have multiple weapon types.
Mm-hmm.
Armor is just one armor piece.
Okay, so it's not legs,
It's
chest.
not legs, just the cloak. Yeah,
Okay.
and then most of the appearance basically is cosmetic. You have to set it up on your character creation screen,
Gotcha.
which you can also edit later in the game.
Okay.
Like you can edit your character later on in the game. But yeah, I just dabbled with it for a few hours, just checking out what it's all about. I kind of dig the game, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna proceed to finish it because there's been a lot of games lately that
There are a lot of games.
and I
to
haven't
play.
played some of the games that I want to play, like Death Stranding, and
Yeah.
I'm still busy with Rainbow Six because it's basically
fun.
the game of the century for us. So.
Okay. I gotta try Rainbow Six. Jesus, if you're like stacking praises on it that high,
Oh,
I've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
You've been doing it for years.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ,
I
I've
mean,
never
Matthew's
gotten
in-
into a Rainbow Six.
It's interesting, and like I
you
said,
know, come to think of it, I've never played like just sat down and owned like any Tom Clancy game,
oh,
even Splinter Cell. I've never.
nope.
Splinter Cell is different, so
Yeah,
it's fine.
it's different.
No, yeah, but like any of the Tom Clancy games, I've never owned and played.
I think you will be frustrated
Really?
when you own the older ones.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And 6 Siege is a special thing that happened because they really stayed away from the old formula and basically made a multiplayer squad based game.
Yeah.
Which is originally is just a tactical shooter with a lot of planning, pre-planning, trying to build your squad. So stuff like that happens in the old Rainbow
Yeah,
Six
because in
games.
the old one you command a squad,
Yeah,
so
and
you can tell them to do what you want.
Okay.
Like there's literally a pre-planning stage where you're presented a blueprint of the area, and you have to like click on each waypoint and really plan out every
The route.
movement. Yeah, every
Okay.
route, every path.
Every clear.
Yeah, it's basically you're programming the AI.
Cool. Super cool.
So,
And like you'll bust doors together at the same time
Yeah.
on opposite ends of the room, then do this and that.
Do you get to scream clear?
yes.
You
That's
could
all
if you
I
want,
want.
if you
That's
want to be
all I want.
It's
tactical.
up to you.
That's all I
you
want.
can scream in front of your
This is the game to do that.
I just want to scream clear. It seems cool.
Doing that in Call of Duty is weird.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Man.
Contact!
Yeah. Oh my god. But yeah, that's basically my week.
It's mostly it, yeah?
Yeah, Jurassic Park is. Oh my god, I can't wait to play that game again.
If you want to see a clip of Migs' Jurassic
Oh,
World
yeah.
shenanigans,
So about that clip, because a lot of people were confused what happened.
Okay.
What happened was my carnivore, which is the size of a T-Rex or a small
a
T-Rex,
small T-Rex.
Got out.
got out. People were there.
It took
A
a
lot,
while,
of, a lot
right?
of visitors were there in the park,
Mhm.
and of course, when that happens, you panic and ooh ah.
Well, not yet, because when
No.
he escaped initially, you couldn't find him.
Yeah, I couldn't find
And I was
him.
like,
Like, there's
Migs,
notification.
lead him to the crowd. I want to see him eat people.
Yeah, so I did.
No. What?
Oh
Like,
no, I didn't.
You
First,
did it. You
actually,
found him there.
I found him there. I assigned the anti-dinosaur group,
The Jeep people.
The
trank,
anti-dinosaur group.
to trank the
The
dino.
ADG.
Yeah.
ADG.
Yeah.
To trank the dino. So the dino's been tranked, but of course
it's
he's
not kicking
still
in yet.
rampaging the park vicinity. So I zoomed in close to the action,
And he
there
got
is-
to the people.
There's this one woman, this one poor soul, who got eaten.
No.
So like chomp, like in the movies.
Yeah.
And then,
Then
after
swallow.
the dino swallowed her, he fell asleep.
I mean, food coma, right?
Immediately. That's what it looked like.
And Vicky was first confused. I said, why did he got
No, because
why is
like
sleep?
I saw the part where you couldn't find him.
Yeah.
It's about, oh no, where is he? Then like, oh god, Migs, your fences are destroyed. Your meat eater is somewhere. Like, bring him to the people. I want to see if he can eat them.
Yeah.
Then I go away for a bit, right? Then I come back.
I was yelling to Miggy,
I turned the
actually.
speaker on the Twitch player back to full. Then I just hear Migs go, Miggy, Miggy. I'm like, what's happening? Oh shit, he's out, and he's creeping onto this one lady.
Yeah.
Then like he eats her and swallows her. Then immediately after, just falls
Yeah,
asleep
falls asleep.
with like
then-
some snooze bubbles.
Oh.
Yeah, and then the game did this cute thing that whenever you track a dinosaur, you have an option to either sell him or move him to another area.
Okay.
So what I did was sell the carnivore because, dude, this is bad for business. Never again.
Rebuild first,
Okay.
right?
So I click on it, sell it, and then there's this one Chinook chopper. that
Okay.
came,
It just
and
winches him away.
winches him away. It's such an
airlifts the
adorable
boy.
view of the carnivore because he just
He's
fast
just
sleeping.
there.
and then it's just like being lifted off the island.
Goodbye.
Yeah, and then I was following it the whole time.
Oh,
Which
say
you're not
goodbye.
supposed
Yeah,
to.
and see if it it glitches out. And then as I was watching it, flew away from the island. A pop up goes off, and then it says that my park doubles profits.
What? Why?
I don't know. It's just
the hell?
It's just a like it's just
The-
good
the
timing.
monthly
It's like
Report or
you got
something.
rid of the danger.
Yeah, it's like I get rid of the danger. Now profits are up.
Business is good, profits are up.
Yeah.
A woman has died.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Oh man. That's it for your week?
Yeah. So Emile.
I guess I will take it.
Mm.
I, as usual, have been quite busy, but the thing I've been pouring most of my time into is my Nintendo Switch.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
My Nintendo Switch. I think it was an episode ago or like 2 episodes ago. I mentioned like I bought a whole bunch of Switch games, right?
Yeah.
Dog.
Yeah. But the thing I got really into and I cannot put down at all
Ooh.
is Fire Emblem 3 Houses.
Bangkok.
Capital of Thailand. Anyways, dude, I can't put down this game. Cause like, it's been so long since like I've gotten sucked into a tactics game.
This is way different that you usually play, or what we see you usually
No, yeah,
play.
but like back in the day, I was a huge tactics man.
Oh.
Yeah, like I
Did
mean,
you play any of the Fire Emblems before this?
no, that's the thing. I've
Are you-
never played a Fire
Because
Emblem.
none of them are like this.
I was a
believe
tactics
you're-
ogre
Oh.
guy.
Oh, so you were like a Final Fantasy Tactics kind of
Final
man.
Fantasy Tactics, Tactics Ogre,
Front Mission.
Front Mission, that
The
kind of shit.
isometric style.
Yes, the isometric style indeed. But yeah, I was there. and something like that has not come by to scratch that itch in a long time, and this game kind of just did it for me, and it's so good. Like it's like I've never played a Fire Emblem before, right? Like my only exposure to Fire Emblem has been Super Smash Brothers,
which is most of the world.
yes,
actually,
actually most of the world. And for this one though, to catch everyone up, Fire Emblem Three Houses is set in the region of Fodlan.
Okay.
This
Is it
this
from Thailand?
continent-like region. There's no capital of Thailand in Fodlan, and there are 3 regions in Fodlan. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus, where the Holy Knights are. Yeah. They're their own
so
region.
bad guy.
And maybe
the backyard.
and
the man.
there is also the Leicester Alliance.
Oh, Leicester.
Yeah,
Lester Oaks construction worker.
which is
Sounds hillbilly as hell.
which is comprised of like a bunch of noble houses, and they're a lot more democratic. They're not like a holy kingdom. There's no king. There's like a
they're more
council.
civilized.
Yeah.
Obama.
And on the other side of this continent, half of this continent is the Adrestian Empire.
Are they gruel?
They're the Empire.
Oh.
And
Darth Vader's.
And to add to the backstory, everything used to be the Adrestian Empire, but like the Holy Kingdom broke off, the Leicester Alliance broke off, so this like continent is split into 3. And at the very center of it is the Garrig Mach Monastery. Right?
Okay.
The Garrig Mach Monastery. And now that peace has been established through the land,
This is the landmark of peace.
basically it's like the middle, smack dab in the middle of the map.
But is it the symbol of peace?
Not really.
Is that where your character is from?
Basically, it functions as an officer's academy.
This is a school in the middle
fuck?
of
There's a school in the middle of these 3 regions
How unfortunate
who are
to be placed.
who are teetering at the brink of war.
Good lord.
Right? And each of them, each country sends representatives to the Garrig Mach Monastery. Kids! They send teenagers to this monastery to learn the art of war.
They could have done it inside their territories.
No, but like
Why is there a neutral party?
Maybe it's because
Because game.
And
Or-
this neutral party is the Church of Seros, the predominant religion of the continent. So
It's fine,
the
dude.
church is
No,
teaching the 3 nations to war during peacetime.
we gotta figure out why this church is in the middle, smack dab in the middle, and why the continents keep sending children in this very school.
Dude!
Where can they just go in within their territories?
Yeah, smack dab in the middle.
The Fire Emblem is insanely stupid sometimes. You know Ike?
Yeah.
The big burly man with the great sword?
The king.
He's a mercenary with a heart of gold.
Really?
Oh,
Wait,
that's-
who's the
sounds
king?
Like
I don't know the story of the second one where he
Okay.
gets beefy, but the first one he's a mercenary
With a heart of gold.
That's
Incredible.
not how mercenaries work.
Man. Dude, like, this game, though, kind of surprised me, right? Because the start of it, the setup, like, what I just said sounds dumb, right?
I think there's an explanation.
A lot of Fire Emblem
I think
sounds
it's a
like
show of
fine.
force. Like
By the church?
no, by the continents that send the children. Like
it's like a
these
nuclear
are-
deterrent.
Yeah, these
Yeah,
are
yeah.
my best boys and girls. Try to beat them in class, yo.
Mm-hmm.
So we have arithmetic specialists and
This is my top boy.
yeah. Can your top boy beat
my top boy?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Keep your country away from my country.
Pray tell to unenroll your top boy in this church.
Dude, and like going into Fire Emblem Three Houses, that's all I knew about it. All I knew about it was the title, right?
3 houses.
3 houses. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I want to get into a tactics game. I want to get into the Fire Emblem series finally. And no one told me this was just medieval high fantasy Hogwarts. That's it. This is all this is. It's like each of the countries, they send students, and each of them fall under a house. The Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, or the Golden Deer.
And the
purple
silver
parrots.
snakes.
And the silver snakes. Dude,
Wait,
yeah?
in Harry Potter, are the houses
Based off
there
countries? No.
based off warring states?
No,
right?
no,
it's just
no.
it's just a
It's just a hat.
group. It's just a
No,
sub.
they're
it's just
based on
a
like
section,
a person.
They're based on the 4 founders of Hogwarts.
which are not in war.
No,
Not
not
all.
at
Well,
all.
they're trying to one up each other. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
They're like best friends or something.
Even,
Sort of.
like
Oh, Harry Potter nerds are just like hating on us
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
fine.
No, yeah.
I read the books. Some
I
of
mean,
half of
I
them.
watched the movies.
I stopped at Goblet of Fire. I'm sorry.
I stopped at
My man. Once Cedric Diggory died, fuck, I'm done with this.
Dude, yeah, man. You can't let fucking...
He did nothing wrong, dude.
Yeah, dude, you can't let that man die. But yeah, so
Cho Chang was a bitch.
oh shit! I hate that.
when I got into this, first I thought it was just gonna be your normal tactics game because it throws you into the most generic thing possible. You are Mr. Silent Protagonist man or woman. You can choose. You can choose.
2018.
Named Byleth. But
Byleth?
Byleth.
Do you have a name?
Byleth. I mean,
Okay.
you can name yourself, but the default name is Byleth.
And
Which is probably going to be the Smash name.
Yeah, probably gonna be the Smash name. And you're hanging out with your mercenary dad.
Down the street.
Fucking mercenary dad, right?
Okay.
And you
With
guys
the
are
heart of gold.
dude, pretty much.
no.
And like both of you are mercenaries. You know nothing else.
This is the way.
I am mercenary man. I'm in this village. We're on our way to another job. And then suddenly 3 students stumble into the village.
You want to go to school,
Wait,
kid?
3 meaning one of each.
One of
house?
each.
Of course.
The,
Wow.
the leaders.
Your
Pick
starter
your
Pokemon.
The leader
Oh my God.
of each house stumbles into this village
Oh.
being chased by bandits.
Oh my god.
Bandits. Of course, every tactics game begins
With
Of course.
bandits.
And
Bandits.
mercs with the heart of gold.
Yes.
No. These are bad mercs.
Yes.
That's why they can die.
Yeah.
And like the game just says like, yo, defend these chumps from bandits.
Because
And-
you're a nice person.
Yeah, you're a merc. You're a
With a
merc
heart-
with a
with a
heart
heart
of
of
gold,
gold.
dude. It's
my-
it's so too formula, right? So going into it, I was like, okay, whatever. And then, what happens next is the students are like, yo, you're pretty sick. We saw you like dispatch those bandits. That was sick,
Choose me.
dude. I swear, that's what happens.
Is there a 4th yellow student that came out?
Si
and just-
Pikachu.
No.
Choose me,
Dude,
please.
I swear, that's exactly what happens. They start fucking elevator pitching you.
I like how Migs says, choose me instead of join my house.
Yeah.
Oh,
Choose me.
No, yeah. No. The thing is,
Pokemon reference.
the thing is, they don't even ask you to join a house.
So
they-
I was
They really
No.
They said
They
choose
were
me.
they were just fucking elevator pitching their countries. They're
Oh.
just like, yo, which country would you like to join?
Girabanya.
Yeah, something like that.
Hypothetically, if you were to choose,
Yeah.
which one would you
Yeah,
pick?
exactly. And then their bodyguard shows up
God.
late, like a knight from the Church of Seros,
Oh, jeez.
and he's like, "Oh, protect the children! Wait, they're already protected. The bandits are running." And then like he bumps into your dad, and your dad's like, "Yo, fuck, it's this guy," and he's like, "Yo, Gerald, yo, I haven't seen you in so long.
Oh,
dude,
buddies.
come back with us to the monastery. It'll be a good time." And he's like, "Okay, fine." And then
I'll check it out.
and
I
then
guess.
the leader of the fucking archbishop of the church sees you, and she's like, "Yo, are you interested in a teaching position?"
Is that it? That's so fast.
You silently nod your head.
No, yeah, that's exactly what happens. But the thing is, the game is kind of self-aware because like the head advisor of the archbishop is like, "Yo, fuck, are you? No, dude, you
just
you
met
just
the
met
guy.
the fucking guy.
Literally a kid from the
We
street.
don't know anything about him. Why are you gonna make him teach?"
Yeah,
And
exactly.
and that's where it starts off, right? So that's when you pick a house to teach, alongside the other the other 2 professors at the monastery. It's quite good. It's quite good. And the thing that gets me about Fire Emblem is the permadeath thing, right?
So it is still a feature.
It's still a feature.
But it's not on by default. You get to choose.
At the start, you can choose between casual and classic.
They added this since Awakening on the 3DS.
so actual fully voiced characters get off permanently.
If you die in
Absolutely.
battle, they're just gone.
They're just
That's
gone.
the old rule.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Dude, there is so much dialogue for all these characters,
And
right?
you can just
You could just fucking lose them.
yeah.
You could just fucking lose them. And like, the thing that kind of alleviates this pressure is something called Divine Pulse that is introduced quite early in the game, where you can press a button and this Divine Pulse has charges. Like, probably like 3 charges, 4 charges. You can upgrade it. I think it goes all the way up to 10 charges.
Oh, wow.
But in a single battle, you can use a charge of Divine Pulse and you can rewind time and pick any turn that just passed.
Just redo a turn.
Any turn.
Even
if you want, you can bring
beginning.
it back to the fucking beginning.
Wow, what a powerful move.
Yes, it's super powerful. A lot of people say it maybe devalues the game, but I really like it. I mean,
normally you'd save scum it.
Yeah.
So this is an easier way of doing that.
No, that's the thing. I don't get why people complain about that when people do it anyway through save scumming.
I guess that's the appeal of classic.
No, yeah.
Or classic
but
strategy gaming.
even in like the
Even
non-permanent mode, you can ruin like an hour's worth by fucking up a turn.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So
Like
instead
a
of
single
redoing
turn.
the entire fight, just roll it back a few turns.
So, like, as far as the tactics stuff go, it's very, like...
Is it the same rock, paper, scissors
No,
weapon type?
they got rid of the weapon triangle.
Whoa.
The weapon triangle's just gone.
So what's the new system now?
The new system is more like generic. What do you call it? It's your regular ass tactics game, right? Like
Stats?
Some classes have weaknesses. Like if you're heavy armor, you're weak against hammers.
Oh, so like
Also, that's the weapon triangle.
Yeah.
now.
Total War, like soldier, cavalry, archer.
Aerial units are weak against archers. That kind of stuff.
Yeah. Reach.
Mages are just soft and squishy.
Yeah, but they have
those
ranged
things.
attacks.
Yes. Thieves and assassins have high dodge rate and high crit rate, but not a lot of HP.
Yep.
That kind of shit.
That's normal. That's not normal.
And
Sounds
like
right.
the amount of freedom they give you when it comes to character building, right? Character building. It's so good.
I mean, that's a lot of characters.
Dude, they're-
fully voiced characters.
Fully voiced characters, and like you determine their growth because you're
Just
their
like a
professor.
teacher. Oh my god.
You're their professor, man. And basically, each skill has like a grade, right? Most of the students start like, oh, I'm D in swords. I'm like D plus in bows. I have a C in horsemanship. No, yeah, it's
Okay.
absolutely that. And
But that's unblockable.
and whenever you do battle and use these skills, they go up, right?
Oh, okay.
And you can build your character in certain ways. There are weapons that you can only use if you have an A class in bows, an A class in swords or axes, shit like that. It's super duper fun. And when you reach certain requirements, right? Okay, so let's say I want to be an assassin. I need an A in swords and a B in bows.
Okay.
Kind of like that. Kind of like that.
No sneaks?
But like the thing is, you don't need to hit those stats.
Okay.
If you hit those stats, it's 100% sure, because these are tests that the students have to take.
Oh my god. So the game kind of simulates
School.
school.
It's absolutely
meaning
school.
It's up to the professor to just give someone a shitty grade or not.
No, you have to buff up their actual stats.
You have to buff
to
up
get
their
the grades.
knowledge so they pass the test. If they
Or-
don't, they just fail.
If they fail, what happens?
If
They're
they
just
fail, you
gone?
can try again next week.
Okay, so
you
they're just
sus-
gone from the game.
Can you expel a student?
No.
Ah, shit.
No, you
You're
cannot.
not a headmaster. You're just a professor.
No. You
But
can't expel a
you
student.
should have power.
Well, just as a systems thing, that doesn't make sense.
So,
Yeah, that's about it.
now that I've talked about that, I gotta talk about how you teach these fuckers, right?
By battle.
because
Kick their ass.
because through battle, it's self-explanatory. You use a sword in battle, sword
Yeah.
goes up.
Yep, sword go up.
You use magic in battle, it's reason or faith.
Hack go up.
Yeah. But throughout the structure of Fire Emblem is basically Persona.
Oh.
Fire Emblem Three Houses is just Persona. It's
Like
time
the-
management.
Oh, okay.
You have a,
Daily activities.
There's a sim mode.
you have a calendar.
Yep, that's Persona.
Yeah, you have a calendar, and every week, what do you call it? You go through an instruction phase where
A
you
curriculum.
Yes, where you teach your students and change their goals on what they should study, right? So you give them goals, or the students themselves will say.
I was about to say, do they have individuality?
Yes, absolutely. Like Or you could just say, no, you shut up, Caspar. You're not going to learn your axe. You study magic, you fucker.
You use a bow, you swordsman.
Yeah. You can fully customize it. You can go against their wishes. But, of course, me, first playthrough, I went for their wishes. Like, no, Caspar, you want to fucking study, like, brawling? Go for it.
You, man.
You do you, man.
Then second playthrough, like, no, you suck at that. Learn this.
Yeah, second playthrough, I forced someone to learn horsemanship.
I've seen your future.
I was like, she just really wanted to study magic. And I'm like, no, you learn that horse.
That's so bad.
I know, but I needed a good horse person. And she's really good at bows.
So you're min-maxing. That's the real thing.
So yeah, you instruct them throughout the week, you change their goals, and you can even specifically tutor students, right? Like you
like one of my Japanese animes.
You specifically tutor them and like, okay, I'm gonna instruct you on swords. And like the stuff comes out there. And it's like this student really likes swords, right? Okay. So if you tutor him in swords, the EXP gain is greater. Cool. And if you're good at swords,
the EXP
is greater.
Okay.
Yeah. So their strengths, weaknesses, professor expertise, that kind of shit. It's awesome. It's
Can
super
you like
awesome.
max out your stats evenly on everything on your character?
You don't have time. You don't have time to max out everything, dude. You absolutely don't have time.
So I guess that's a per playthrough thing now.
Yes,
if you want to change.
It's an absolutely per playthrough thing.
Are there non-fully voiced generic students in the school, or everyone?
The generic students are fully voiced.
Fully voiced?
Yes.
Holy shit.
The generic students are fully voiced. Even your main character, who is a silent protagonist, is fully voiced in battle.
Well, I mean,
no.
I guess.
He talks in battle.
Oh,
yeah.
That's weird.
He has wind coats.
That's not completely out of the realm of money. Like Persona does that.
Like,
in Persona, you talk in combat, but in the actual like dialogue, you don't say a goddamn thing.
No, exactly. It's just like that.
They could have added actual voice lines.
And then at the end of the week, you get one free day. Right, you get a professor's day off.
You got a
right?
podcast day,
and you get to decide what you do on that day. And on that day, you get to decide either explore the monastery, to hang out with your students, build relations, like advanced story.
Bad.
You can choose seminar, where you hold a seminar or attend a seminar about a certain topic, and that'll greatly boost your stats in that
Persona,
field.
holy shit.
And there's another function which is battle, right? Where
get swole.
Where you and your students go out on a field trip to just beat shit up.
Shit, Mulan style. Let's go.
And there's another option that's just rest, which will up the motivation.
It could be your favorite pastime.
No, yeah. And there's the thing. Choosing the rest option always seems wasteful to me. But the thing is, it ups your students' motivation, right? Motivation is another thing. During instruction, you can only tutor students who are motivated.
Oh, shit.
So you need to keep these fuckers happy. You need to know that, Bernadetta, she likes gardening. I'm gonna give that lady a watering can.
So the day of rest is they don't see you for a day and then they get hyped again.
Yeah.
The creepy professor isn't clowning around anymore. Yeah.
But the thing is, if you're good at Explorer, it's just as good. Because if you're good at Explorer, you run around the monastery and talk to your students. And
you get to build relations.
You get to build relations, and if you say the right stuff to them, they get motivated. Or if you give the right stuff to them, they get motivated. And you can even invite them to tea. And there's a whole conversation mini game where,
oh my God,
where if you can carry a good conversation with them, they get motivated.
The perfect tea time.
Dude, yeah, that's the thing. Perfect tea time. It's so hard to achieve unless you know the character. Dude, I've gotten to know these characters so fucking much. It's crazy.
It's not about
crazy.
The combat anymore.
Dude,
it's about the sim.
It's about the sim. And like fucking Caspar. Let's take Caspar.
You really hate Caspar.
Dude, Caspar's the best.
Okay.
Caspar's the absolute best. He's an idiot. I love him. I fucking love him. He is a massive idiot. Caspar is this short guy who's obsessed with like just getting in there. Right? Like what do you call it?
Get in there.
Yeah, dude, I will punch now, ask questions later.
Oh, Jesus.
Right?
Okay.
And it's a problem. It's a huge problem.
I mean, in war, it is.
Yeah, it's an absolutely huge
Leroy
problem.
Jenkins over there.
And like fucking like through like just hanging out with Caspar, you get to see why he's like this. He's the second son of the House of Burgleys.
Also, he's the nothing.
He's the nothing. He gets to inherit nothing.
He's the expendable child.
Yeah,
Burgley boys.
So he has to prove himself in battle to make anything out of himself, right? Character motivations are like super well thought out. It's like first you think it's like dumb, and then you realize there's a lot going on, and like the game signposts that there's a lot going on. And
So it's like the writing in My Hero Academia,
kind of
where tropes are like delved upon in good ways.
Yeah, like there's one of my favorite characters is probably Petra. She is part of the Black Eagle House, and so she's with the Empire, right? But she's not from the Empire. She's from the neighboring country of Brigade, who was sent as an ambassador, right? Like, oh, we're sending our princess to your country. Take care of her.
That's weird.
Yeah, and what do you call it? Her defining character quirk is she hasn't learned the language. So
Oh, she's a foreign chick.
yeah, she talks like Starfire.
Oh.
Yeah, she
Broken
talks,
English?
Broken English. She talks like Starfire and like makes mistakes on like she says like, "Oh, Professor, you have a gut," and like everyone's like, "No, that means something else. It means he has a belly. No, you want to say he has guts." That kind of stuff. Yeah. It's cute, but like later on, you find out that what do you call it? Before Brigade actually tried to attack the Empire, and the Empire defeated Brigade, and basically, in order to ensure that Brigade doesn't attack again, that's why the princess is there. She's basically kidnapped. It's like
Bargaining chip.
It goes that deep.
Yeah.
Into the political motivations. It's super political. It's what I loved about like fucking
Star Wars?
FF Tactics.
Oh, yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
super politics
Oh,
time.
dude, tactics is a weird exemption. That is crazy politics.
Yeah, dude.
Super politics.
It's one of the reasons why I loved FF12 because of the super politics.
Oh, you don't like the Sky Pirate nonsense?
No, Jesus, fuck Von, man, and Rex. fucking.
Really, honestly,
Can't forget about Rex,
God.
bro.
That
Dude.
game is one of my favorite Final Fantasy games.
And
As long as Ash
yeah,
is the hero.
As long as-
Yeah, you clearly see it.
Bosch should have been the fucking
actually, yeah.
No, yeah,
Bosh.
we've been over this. We've been over this. But yeah, so when you pick your 3 houses, what do you call it? One of your first missions in the game is to talk to each of the house leaders.
Oh, okay.
So there's fucking Edelgard von Hresvelg, and then there's Claude von Regan, and there's fucking Dimitri. I can't pronounce his last name because I haven't done his house yet.
I'm coming for you.
Yeah, and each of them describe each of the students. There's like 7 or 8 students in each house.
Okay.
And each of them has this like expansive backstory, and like they're all voiced.
Wow.
They all have their strengths and weaknesses.
Is it like solid, full-on exposition during these
Slowly,
moments?
because here's the thing. There's another system in Fire Emblem called supports, wherein
We've seen this.
yes, I right before the podcast, I show you some of the supports,
Not
right?
the game.
Yeah,
The support.
I showed you the supports instead of the game, but it's part of the game.
Yeah.
No, because here's the thing. When you up your relations with a student, it ups their support, right? So there are certain support levels: C, B, A, and S. The more you hang out and motivate a student,
The
and like
higher the letter.
you hit certain thresholds of love with them, of camaraderie and
The
friendship.
social links from Persona.
Basically social
yeah,
links.
actually.
Basically social links, right? So the more you hang out with them and shit like that, it goes up. And whenever you hit a letter grade for their support, it shows you a small cutscene with them,
Nice.
right? And it's them hanging out, it's them doing exposition and shit like that.
Okay.
And the thing is, you can also raise your support in battle, right? So if you're beside a unit when you're attacking, it actually intimidates the opponent, right? Increasing
Oh, it gives
your
you
hit rate.
buffs.
Yeah,
Oh.
standing next to each other gives you buffs and shit.
Nice.
So
Rally the troops.
so if your formation is tight, you can achieve a better hit rate, a better dodge rate, that kind of shit, right?
Damn.
And that ups their support with each other as well. And the thing is, the supports are not just exclusive to the main character and the person.
Yeah, there's person to person support.
Yeah, student to student have their own individual support levels.
Yep.
So
you've showed this to
yeah,
us.
it's fucking crazy. You can do this for everyone, right? So
That's a lot of support.
It's
That's
a
a lot
fuck-
of combinations.
That's a lot of
actually.
fucking supports, right? It's kind of crazy. It's what takes up most of my time, and I've been loving each and every
Yeah,
one
I
of these
can
supports. Like there's one support where fucking like I think Ingrid receives like a fucking letter. Like all she wants is to be a knight, but her dad wants her to marry off into a noble family. Yeah, that
Real
kind of shit.
shit.
Real shit. Real problems. And
This is like my experience when playing Bang Dream.
Girls' bands
I'm,
party.
I'm getting invested more on the side stories instead of playing the actual game.
no, and here's the thing: the side stories matter.
yeah.
Because not
Growth?
just because depending on your support level with a certain character, if you're standing beside them on the battlefield, or basically, let's say, the character you have a high support with is an archer, and they're in range of the enemy, and you attack the enemy, that counts as being beside each other, sort of like that.
Okay.
Kind of like that, right?
Yeah.
If you are within range of your support, right? Let's say we have a C level support with this character, and you guys are near each other, you get a stat buff.
Damn, that's a lot of combinations.
And the higher your support, the higher the stat buffs.
because
Plus 10 to avoid, plus 6 to might. That kind of shit.
that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you think about all of the partner to like student to student support combinations,
It's a lot of combos.
it's a lot of buffs.
It's-
in each battle.
it's-
But that means you
Such a
become
lot.
godly powerful in actual
Late
combat.
game, yeah.
Yeah, you can be. I've been playing on normal mode, so it hasn't been too much of a challenge, but people have been saying maddening mode is like
XCOM.
serious business.
Okay.
XCOM levels of like fucking, if you make a mistake, you fucking
Yeah.
using up those pulses.
Yeah, because I remember older Fire Emblem games, like, they're pretty challenging because it's just like
50-50.
combat.
Okay.
Now, if you fuck up, people are gonna die, and then you just
Yeah.
restart the entire round.
And I'm playing in normal mode, wherein you can actually grind. You can actually just spam battles
Oh.
to grind up. But the game exclusively told me that in normal mode there are some battles that don't consume a time point. And so that just tells me
Free
that
grind.
in maddening mode there's probably no grind. You
Yeah.
have to plan. So I'm super excited to try that.
That kind of appeals to me.
Right?
Like
Right.
Iron Man runs like that.
And here's the thing: when you start, not only do you have to worry about all this shit, right? All the shit I just mentioned. There's also something called a professor level. How good you are at being a teacher, right?
Okay.
And basically, what it all comes down to, your professor level is actually how good you are at time management.
Oh no.
So the higher your professor level, the more activity points and instruction points and time points you get for battle.
Ooh.
Right? So if you choose to explore, depending on your professor level, you can do 5 activities.
Oh,
You can do
okay.
3 activities. You can do, like, it depends how good of a professor you
So
are.
it motivates you to be a really good professor.
Yes,
So that
basically.
you can have more activity.
You can maximize what you can do in a certain day.
Yes. And for me, since I am in my second playthrough of this game, the thing I love the most about New Game Plus is basically there's another currency in this game called Renown
Uh-oh.
that carries over.
That's
Nice.
an Arceus
Right?
thing.
Renown, right? And the thing is, Renown, at first I thought it was like a useless like currency. I'd say, oh, this is just how famous I am. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
And when I got the New Game Plus, you can spend Renown to unlock shit you've previously unlocked in your previous games. So let's say you already had a support level of S with Dorothea in your previous game. You can spend Renown to put it back up there.
Wow.
To
Oh, so you don't carry over everything. You get to choose.
You get a
Choose.
you get a blank slate.
but
And
you
then-
have points to choose to which ones you want to max out.
Can,
Yes.
can you even like level up or upgrade someone that you haven't maxed out in the previous game?
No. You
need-
have to have maxed them out in
Oh.
your previous game.
Okay.
And the thing is, the best part about it is on day 1, you can bring your professor level to A.
Damn.
And which just unlocks the possibilities of like super min max. I am a super teacher day 1.
Damn.
Dude.
Just Onizuka.
I've been having I've been having so much fun with this game. Like it's been scratching all the itches, man. Like, and there are so many things to do. Like you choose who you eat with, choose who you cook with, Not her though. She hates cooking. Don't do that.
Okay.
There's a gardening mini game. There's a fishing mini game.
Oh, okay. I'm sold. I'm
Yeah.
gonna buy that once I have a Switch.
You get to choose who does choir practice with you.
Oh my god.
There's
God,
an
like a rhythm game.
there's an advice box. No rhythm game.
Fuck.
It's just a thing where you choose who goes to choir, who wants to learn more faith. What do you call it? There's also an advice box where characters in the game send in questions anonymously, and you have to answer.
God,
you have to answer their questions, and if you give bad advice, they don't like it.
Oh no.
Yeah. And it's funny too, because like since it's like a silhouette of the character,
So you can basically
you can kind of guess who it is. Yeah. It's super fun. It's super fun so far. And the thing I did right before this podcast was actually buy the DLC. And it's a DLC pass which unlocks more paralogs, which is like story quests. It unlocks more battles. It unlocks some items. It unlocks some DLC costumes. And apparently in March, a story expansion will drop, and that's part of it. Apparently.
Oh, it's the pass part of the pass.
Yeah. It's part of the pass. So I'm looking forward to that. And another thing it unlocks is around the monastery there are cats and dogs.
Oh my god.
And you can give them gifts, and sometimes they come back to you with gifts.
Nice.
Yeah,
Themselves?
Yeah,
Or-
themselves.
oh.
Like after you feed them, oh, it came back. There's something in its mouth. Here, have this smithing stone. You know?
I thought it was gonna be a dead rat.
No.
Sword.
And like, what do you call it? During the loading screens, there are these rankings. There are these online rankings. It's like unit most deployed this month throughout the
shit.
world, or like class most certification passed this month.
Cool.
And like, there's even like a list of like, animals in the monastery most gifted this month. That
They have
kind of shit.
names?
Yeah, they have names. My
cool.
favorite is Gloucester Rex. Fucking love that cat.
Okay, cat.
Gloucester Rex. Dude, these characters are so great. I fucking love you, Ferdinand von Ayer. I've been having a blast with Fire Emblem. That's mostly it. Like, and the story is actually engaging once you get to it.
I mean, you've shown tidbits of the cutscenes. It sounds, but it looks interesting.
It's pretty great. It's
Yeah.
pretty damn
It's
great.
a lot feature rich than I thought it was.
Yeah, dude, I went into it blind and I'm having the time of my life.
Good.
And the thing is, the story is a lot less flat than it first seems to be. Because first it's very tropey and shit like that. Oh, 3 houses. Ooh.
I mean,
Then you
I
meet
dig
these,
it.
Yeah.
you meet these anime archetypes left and right.
And there's like fucking, it just so happens that each of the 3 house leaders are in line to be the leaders of the Alliance,
Oh my
Kingdom, and
God.
Empire
Of
for the
course,
next year.
because story.
Yes, the leader of the Black Eagles is Edelgard, who's the Imperial Princess in line to be the next Emperor.
Edelgard's.
Yeah, she's an Imperial Princess.
She's right here.
Yeah, dude, the leader of the Blue Lions is fucking Dimitri,
You
who's
happen
next
to
in line
say-
to be king.
You happen to save all of them at
Yeah.
the same time.
Wow.
And the Golden Deer house leader is Claude von Regan, next in line to be the Duke of fucking of the Leicester Alliance. It'll be amazing. It's like fucking,
Who do you want to be friends with?
oh yeah.
Who do you choose?
And like Edelgard is stern yet caring. Dimitri is seems like serious and righteous, but with a chip on his shoulder. Claude, on the other hand, is a trickster. Watch out for that one.
Oh, and then
Choose him last on your third
And,
place.
and then the fourth student.
Pikachu.
Pikachu is the fourth student.
Pikachu.
That's the DLC story.
Yeah,
Pikachu
yeah.
shows up.
I hope
First it
there's a
was
DLC.
Pichu.
Fire Emblem Yellow.
Oh, so have you guys played any of the Fire Emblems?
I've played because Smash was the primary reason, Roy and Mart being in Melee, was the primary reason of bringing Fire Emblem outside of Japan.
Yeah.
They ported over 2 of the Game Boy Advance ones, the one featuring Lynn and Eliwood, which is Roy's father,
Yeah.
and then another game I didn't get to play. Then they ported over the DS remake of the first one, which features Marth on his road to becoming king.
Yeah. What about you,
I
Migs?
played a bit of those.
I
I played the GameCube one with Ike.
Oh, okay.
I played a bit of the Wii one, which she's all jacked up, Heart of
Ike.
Gold, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think since the 3DS ones is when they started doing the more sim-based interactions. Because otherwise, like, sure, there are character developments, but it's more of like mission based.
But it's never been at this level.
No, it's always
the old
like
ones are just straight up linear mission.
linear mission based, and the way you recruit, aside from story recruiting missions, because mostly you carry unique characters as your troops, right? Some of them is you have to have this person talk to that guy and say the right thing. Then at the end of this, he'll join you, etc., etc.
No, that's the thing with this game, though. There's no generic unit.
Good.
There's absolutely no generic
most
units.
of the games don't.
Oh, really?
Like it's all like unique peeps.
Oh,
because they're all named.
By the way, there's another function that I didn't talk about, which is you can recruit other students of different houses into your house.
You convince
have
them
a
to
house?
change?
No,
You have
yeah.
your own house?
You pick a house.
Oh, okay.
You pick a house to lead.
Oh, you can draft trade students?
You
You
can
trick them to join you.
trick them into joining you.
We have cookies.
Based off stuff, right? For example,
Interesting.
I want to recruit let's say, I want to recruit Raphael. He's the big buff guy who loves meat, right?
Sure.
I talked to him. I tried to recruit him. He says nah, I'm not interested in joining you. And then a pop-up says oh, maybe you should improve relations with this character. He loves brawling and heavy armor. If you were knowledgeable in that, maybe he'd join you.
The hell?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
interesting.
and if you up your stats in those things and up your relation with him, here's the thing. Okay, if you have a certain skill level in what they're interested in, they'll join you. But if you increase your support level with them, your social link with them, those requirements lower.
Ooh, make it
so
easier
there's
for them
a
to join.
balance.
Yeah.
So, do students from different houses have interactions with each other as well?
Yes. That's the
Okay,
crazy
that's
part.
insane.
That's the crazy part. All of
So
them have
everyone
supports.
has a
Via support system.
And
They have
add to
companies.
that the fucking Knights of Seros, the faculty, they have supports with everyone too.
So that means each person has support with every character.
Yes,
characters.
it's
a
crazy.
lot.
That's why Endgame sounds really nuts.
It's fucking crazy.
Think of all the
Sounds
buffs.
bonkers, yeah.
All the buffs.
There's also a distinction in because usually supports only go from C to A, right? Sometimes it only goes to B if those people don't like each other.
Oh, there's a limit.
Yes,
At least.
but if a support goes to S, that means that at the end of the game you can choose to marry them.
Oh, so that's still there.
That's still there. But it only happens at the end of the game, and no babies are made.
Okay, unlike the other games
Unlike
where
other games
there's
where
a
you make the
spawn.
babies, yeah. It's
And then you get both stats from both parents.
and they're gay relationships.
Oh, that sounds
Yeah.
new.
Sounds nice.
Or-
I
don't know.
I'm playing a male Byleth. I noticed that for Lindhart, I could S him, and I was like, I should try that.
Don't do it.
I should try S'ing that. Lindhart's cool. All he wants to do is sleep.
With you.
Yeah, that's dude. Lindhart is really an awesome character. It's like all he wants to do is only what he wants.
Okay.
It's like I want to sleep today. Goodbye.
What a challenge.
Yeah.
Do it.
He's super great.
So that you
He's
can
super
unlock
great.
it in your next playthrough.
Yeah. Right now I'm on my second playthrough, and the thing I'm most proud of is I have recruited every student to my house.
So what's left even?
I've recruited every student to my house. But the only people you cannot convince to get into your house is the lord of that house, which is the leader, basically, and their retainer, right? Which is their most loyal companion and servant.
So 2 characters and a bunch of chumps.
Yes.
In the final battle.
And all the warring states are
Look at
basically
this
mad at
harem that you've made.
Dude, actually, I felt pretty bad because what do you call it? When I was in the process of wooing all of these students
they're
and
patriotic.
getting them into my house, right? I was like, yeah, I'll get them all into my house. That'll be super great.
What a greedy bastard.
And then at some point, I had gotten everyone into my house, but there's one fucking guy who's just so fucking stubborn, and no matter how high I raise my skills in his shit, and no matter how high I raise his support, he just wouldn't budge.
Is this Frederick von
Yes, it's fucking Ferdinand von Ayer. Whenever I talk to him, he's like, Professor, I see you've come to recruit me to your class, but it'll take more than that to convince the legitimate son of the Ayer family. And it's like, fuck you, dude.
Is it a thing that you can only recruit him second playthrough onwards?
You can only try once a week.
Oh my god.
And first playthrough, you can absolutely do it.
Okay.
And that's the thing. When I finally got to recruit Ferdinand von Ayer. I was like, yes,
You like that, you son of a bitch?
Yeah,
You're
it's
part
like-
of my group now.
I got every student. I got every fucking student. And then later on, I discover that I fucking forgot one.
Oh.
I fucking forgot one.
Oh, one of them is on love.
No, and like, I can't believe I forgot about Ash. And like,
Just like FF12.
no, eventually I bring him on, and he's like, yes, okay, we're all complete. And then like, as the story progresses, right, it's like super political, super war shit, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
how does that play?
No, that's the
through
thing.
your
I
house?
started feeling bad.
Yeah.
I started
Let's kill your country.
No, I started feeling bad because you choose to explore the monastery for that month, and you talk to the students, and like I'm talking to Ingrid, and she's like, "Yeah, Professor, I made my choice. I'm on your side, but next battle, man, I have to fight my dad."
Oh my god.
It's like,
What the hell
but
have you
nah,
done?
it's like fucking. No, I made my choice.
I love you more,
No, this
Emile.
is good.
No,
This is
you tell
good.
them, no, it's fine. We're in casual mode.
Yeah, it's like, and I'm like, oh no, I've ruined families.
What have you done?
Dude, it's the
Little
worst.
finger?
It's
No,
the absolute
for
worst.
the greater good.
Dude,
It's
it's
for
the
the
absolute
realm.
worst. Yeah, it's for the realm. It's like, I'm from the Leicester Alliance, but fucking, I don't know if I'm explaining it enough.
Yeah.
But
We kind of get a picture.
I fucking love this game. And
I am very interested in it.
yeah,
The appeal has got to me.
Throughout the inception of this, I've never seen a single combat screenshot
Yeah,
or video.
actually.
It's all about the dating part.
Yeah.
the combat's
And all
quite
the
fun
memes.
too. The combat is quite fun and engaging as well. It's tactics to the core.
But that's like, it's more or less the same, right?
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
target the thing, animation plays,
Yeah.
stats happen. Doo, 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 doo.
Yep. And one feature they added was this thing called gambits.
Oh my god, it is FF12.
Yeah,
Oh.
they added
So,
gambits.
actually,
No, gambits just means tactics, right?
Yeah.
And basically, gambits is you can assign a battalion to a character. You basically
Oh, give him chumps.
you give them an army because the representation of the battle is actually
It's not one-on-one anymore.
it's not
Yeah, it's army versus army.
yeah, it's army versus army. So basically, you're leading
makes
a
more
squad,
sense.
right? Actually, on the battlefield, you can zoom in. You can zoom into the battlefield and actually see everyone on the battlefield.
Nice.
So you can see all the armies on the battlefield with your units at the center leading
Nice,
them.
nice.
And basically, what the gambit system is your units lead a battalion unit, and gambits are these 1 or 2 time use things that cannot be countered.
Okay.
So it offers a huge strategic advantage, and they have effects like that unit can't move if he gets hit by this gambit, or that unit gets pushed back 1 space if he gets hit by this gambit, or pulls him 1 space, lure him in, ruining their formation. It's super great. Like gambits are scary. Like if an enemy uses a gambit on me, I'm fucked.
Oh,
I
that's
thought it was just
why.
you.
I thought it was
No,
just
no, no.
you.
The enemies have
Nice.
gambits, and
Interesting.
whenever a unit takes damage, a certain percentage of that hits your battalion. So you lose guys.
Yeah.
You lose guys.
It's like an Advance
Good
Wars.
thing this is casual.
Yeah. Good thing this is casual. I'm playing casual.
Imagine gambits in normal mode.
Dude, it's super
Or
great.
classic,
It's
yeah.
super great. And my probably favorite part of Fire Emblem so far, and the reason why I can't stop playing, is because the storytelling it doesn't feed everything to you.
Okay.
Like, it's literally from the perspective of whatever you chose, right? So if you play one route, you only get that.
Yeah.
You don't understand the side of the other. You
That's
don't.
why you gotta play it 4 times.
Yes, and
Playability.
also the storytelling of the game mostly done throughout the supports.
Huh.
It's sprinkled around. Like
You have
like,
to find it.
Yes, you have to find the story. You have to find it's kind of like Dark Souls,
yeah.
where it's in the descriptions. Here, it's in the supports. It's in the paralogue battles.
Yeah.
Like paralogue battles are certain battles you can do on certain months that relate to certain characters.
Damn.
Yeah, you can do that too. It's super great. It's super awesome. Like, I am on my 2nd playthrough, and only now did I find out that there's been a character named Emile in this game, and who has been standing right in front of me this whole time.
What the hell? How,
I only found out now
how
because
did you
I'm
not know.
because I've never recruited this student.
Oh,
He's
okay.
just been there.
I've
He's
never
just
recruited this
there.
student. I've never fostered this support level, this social link, and because I did that, I unlocked a paralogue
Damn.
that unlocked more story.
You vantage pointed it.
Dude, it's oh god. And then
So is his description like former podcast host?
stuff in his pockets all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, since you played like the previous Fire Emblem, you're aware of Anna, right?
From
Apparently, all the Fire Emblems. I didn't know.
I don't.
I didn't know. Apparently, there's this character named Anna in all of the Fire Emblems. She's
Okay.
always this like pink-haired side pony character who's a merchant,
sounds fine.
who's
Yeah.
who's greedy and shit.
I can't.
Is she the Jean of Suikoden?
I don't know, but apparently
Is she
she's
the Sid of?
no, yeah, she's the Sid of
Interesting.
Fire Emblem, but she's a merchant, and apparently she's in every game. She's in this one too.
That's
and
fine.
If you get the DLC, you get to recruit her.
Oh,
Yeah, it's super great, and apparently, as explained in the Muso games,
yeah, that's a thing.
yeah,
I played it.
As explained in the Muso games, apparently, Anna is just it's a huge merchant family.
Okay, the officer Jenny it.
Yeah, the officer Jenny it. It's a huge merchant family,
They
and
all look alike.
they all look alike, and they're all just named Anna.
Wow,
and
they
it's
were
fine.
the Officer Jenny.
yeah,
That's
it's
fine.
absolutely Officer Jenny, and at some point even like one of the Annas complains that they're all named Anna. And
That's perfectly fine.
yeah, it's super cute.
Because I know that Fire Emblem it's not like a multiverse thing. It's just different time periods.
Oh, okay.
So these
I thought-
characters don't meet because
That
Marth was
1,000
100 years ago. Yeah.
yeah.
And that's why Awakening is a time travel thing.
Interesting.
And the last thing the DLC unlocked for me is the sauna.
Oh no!
I mean,
Yeah.
you gotta.
Yeah.
Code Vein has it.
No,
so-
but that's the thing. Like
Oh, no.
a lot of people actually said this Fire Emblem is pretty tasteful when it comes to the
Good.
skinship stuff.
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they're kids.
yeah.
goddammit.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're all
students.
18 once they get to America.
Dude, when you go to the roster, the fucking stats are there. Their ages, their heights. It's like
Oh.
weird. But what do you call it?
Which one do I marry?
Which one do I marry? Dude, okay. This isn't a spoiler because it wasn't the trailers. But there is a time skip.
Okay.
After time skip, they're all legal.
Okay. That's when you bone them.
After time skip, they're all
Is
legal.
there a design change?
They opened the gate a
Dude,
little.
the design changes are so good.
Nice.
So good.
Okay.
Everyone ages up 5 years.
Okay.
And I'm like, yo, you look cool
Right,
now.
I
Meanwhile, you stayed the same.
Yes, you do.
you vampire.
Story reasons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait
Dude,
a minute.
there's
I am
an
trapped in
absolute
an ice chamber.
there is an absolute story reason why he's a silent protagonist.
I am
Oh my
Captain
God.
America.
Dude, there's a reason why he's a silent protagonist,
Oh,
and
no.
there's a reason why he always has a blank face.
Is he Link?
I'm the hero
Of
life.
time. Dude,
I'm the hero of Rhyme.
I'm on my second playthrough. I still don't know why.
That's what the fourth is for.
I still don't know why.
The secret Aqua chapter.
There is a fourth secret
There's
path.
a credits battle.
I still have no idea why
I
my
want-
character is
I
like
want
that.
one.
Everyone in universe points it out. It's like, why are you such a fuck?
The
Whoa.
silent answer.
Yeah, it's like, wow, that guy sure loves nodding. Even your dad is like, I've never seen that guy.
My son's an idiot.
Yeah, dude. My son has never smiled.
He's sick with a sword, though.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my god, so wait, an emotionless protagonist. This is just the new Gundam game.
Dude.
The new Gundam anime.
No.
What?
He's, yeah.
No,
He's
but like,
silent?
No, he's emotionless because reasons.
but like,
Ew.
But like,
dumb reasons.
the more you spend time with your students, your dad says like, oh, you cracked a smile. Is it because you've been hanging out with these kids? Oh,
Still not saying anything,
yeah,
huh?
I know. Yeah. That actually happens.
What an
Fucking
asshole
son of a
kid,
bitch.
Yeah.
Dude, it's super great. Oh, what was I saying? The sauna, right? The sauna.
Sure.
The sauna is actually done quite tastefully. They're in full clothes, but sauna clothes.
Okay.
Kind of like when you go to Korea and you wear the sauna
Robes.
robes. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
And the thing with the sauna though, it adds another layer of complexity
Oh my
to
God.
developing your students. Because not only do you raise supports with whoever you choose to go to the sauna with, but there's a little sauna mini game wherein you manage the heat of the sauna.
What the fuck?
And
Why?
and basically
Some like it red hot.
no, basically there is a certain like perfect point where you and your student become relaxed.
You break
right?
'em.
The,
Bitches.
the perfect temperature. and you have to make sure your students don't overheat or they pass out.
Yeah, they pass out.
Yeah. But the thing is, if you manage to perfect it to relaxed, for the rest of the month, they will have sauna relaxation status or whatever, which improves their learning for the month. Like it's an EXP boost to all of their tutoring sessions, all of their stuff. It's DLC for sure, but like it adds another layer of complexity. Okay.
Oh, it's DLC.
It's DLC.
Because I guess that's to make
just
it easier to
min-maxing.
grind. Yeah,
it's for min-maxing for sure.
Interesting.
And
God, I wish Persona had something like that.
Yeah, DLC to make it slightly easier.
No, like this level of fucking
customization.
getting in there, because 5 feels a little lacking.
Really?
Just a little
I
bit.
haven't played it yet.
And that's just on the side of the students, by the way. You can talk to the staff
Yeah, I
to
imagine.
do advanced drills.
Oh,
You can have the teachers teach you. Yep,
Cool.
You can do that too.
Because you have personal stats.
Yes, and I think I've covered just about everything I love about this game.
if not everything.
Yeah,
It sounds like more than what Persona has done.
Yeah,
it's
dude,
actually
it's
With the
crazy.
levels of
better
like,
than person.
yeah.
I'm just because I went into this blind. I was just super blindsided by the amount of content in this game. It's crazy. It's worth the purchase. It's
for
worth
sure.
the purchase for sure.
I've heard that this is the best Fire Emblem so far,
Yes.
and it's the one that sold the most.
Yes.
overall.
And I think like throughout the communities, they're like, "Yo, this is the best Fire
This is
Emblem."
is it
It
deemed,
sounds like it does the most.
Is it deemed the system is it deemed worthy as the system?
A system seller, probably, in my opinion.
I'd say it's perfect for the system, like the Switch, because since you do a lot of small tasks, like the
Yeah.
dailies, that sounds perfect on the go.
Yes.
Actually.
And at the end of every month, you get a big story mission.
Oh,
Yeah. There's that too.
progression.
Progression. That's it. That's been my entire gaming and media
He's
consumption.
not talking about FF14 anymore.
I mean,
Oh my God.
he's not even playing FF14.
Yeah, actually, I have been kind of slacking on the FF14, but the Ishgard restoration is currently happening, which I want to get into as well.
They put it on hold.
No, you can still contribute.
Yeah, but
No, yeah, I
I want
understand.
something that matters.
The the new patch on FF14 though is the Blue Mage patch. The Blue Mage is getting max level cap
70.
upgrade to 60.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to 60. So more skills to learn, and they get their own Blue Mage duty roulette,
That's good.
which includes
Actually.
a raid.
Full of blue mages.
What do you call it?
Ooh.
You know that Sky Pirate raid you're doing right
Oh my
now?
God.
Yeah.
They made a Blue Mage version.
Oh my god.
Imagine 24 Blue Mages running
Oh my
around.
god, I would love to play that.
Yeah.
That's so good.
I can't wait for that too.
That
I'm
sounds
gonna
stupid
be like
silly.
D'Artagnan, 3 Musketeers.
Yeah, can you imagine all of them just do self-destruct?
Oh my god.
20
Or just
Musketeers.
water hosing
Yeah,
everything.
water hose everything, dude. It's so good.
Oh my God.
Mighty guard everyone. Let's go.
Imagine 1,000 needles.
1,000
Oh,
needles!
yes,
Yeah, 1,000 needles, dude! Everyone just stack on this boss and spam 1,000
Yeah,
needles.
oh my god. It's like the fastest
The fastest
If
boss
it
clears.
is,
Oh,
the
dude,
fastest boss
so good. I can't wait for that. That's mostly me.
Yep.
That's it. I believe that is a good trade.
Big trade.
I believe what's up next would be the Rex.
Oh my god.
The Rex.
I think we already wrecked
Well,
the Rex, so
mine
unless
is
you guys have
not,
more.
You start yours, Migs. I'm gonna look for that YouTube channel.
Well, it's hard because I've already.
You've kind of recommended.
Look for something
No,
else.
just but like.
Oh no.
Recommend something. Or like reiterate your recommendation.
Oh,
Bring a spotlight to it.
in tradition to my Combini Foods Rex.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a new favorite,
Okay.
and this is an obvious pick and a long time coming.
Okay,
Because
okay.
I finally tried Family Mart's Famichiki.
Ooh.
What?
A lot of people say good things about
Is that new?
No, it's not. It's a classic
Famichiki?
Family Mart
item.
product.
Okay.
Very
I've
popular
never
in Japan.
seen it.
It's so popular it has its own mascot.
And there are
And-
certain times where they run out.
Yeah. So apparently, Family Mart here in the Philippines also sells Famichiki.
I had no idea.
I didn't know
Me
either.
neither.
I've never seen them.
I just guess that maybe Family Mart Philippines has that, and then they do.
Okay.
And it is, I think
It's chicken popcorn, right?
no.
It's not?
It's basically chicken katsu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Chicken katsu.
it's good. Like it's fried to
Perfection?
not perfection, but
to Family Mart levels.
Family Mart standards.
Okay.
And
Philippine Family Mart standards.
correct.
Okay.
And
Just get that clear.
You can eat it a la carte. You can eat it, with rice or an additional Famichiki.
Perfect for every occasion.
Yeah.
Wait,
so
is it different from the normal katsus they sell?
that's what they call the chicken katsu in Family Mart.
So maybe you've been eating it
Yeah,
this whole
maybe.
time.
We've been eating it this whole time.
I've been underwhelmed by it though.
Well,
If it's just the
Maybe
katsu
it's
with
different.
the free extra rice.
I hear it's a different level in Japan. I've never tried it,
Yeah.
but people go nuts for it.
but like I said, conveni food price, so that's a good
It's a good rec.
rec for me. Yeah.
That's a good rec.
Yeah.
For me, or do you want to go first, Migoy?
I've found a thing.
Go
Alright.
for it. Go for it.
So the YouTube channel that I've been recently watching with all those like how to fight with different European weapons is called The Modern Rogue. So the description is Brian Brushwood and Jason Murphy, professional idiots. Field test the things that will make you the most interesting person in the room.
Ooh.
So
Interesting.
the particular HEMA stuff that they've been doing was only uploaded like in the middle of this year, so they're fairly new.
Okay.
And I think they did most of them in a row because the HEMA ones in particular all were done in one spot, which is the one that is set up in Texas.
So I'm sure they had a wealth of footage.
Yeah, so it's the same guys
Yeah.
that they feature. So those were cool. Give those. I initially found them by looking up, I think, Nerf guns.
Oh.
Because one of their videos was, let's mod a Nerf gun with like a bigger spring to
Cool.
make it shoot harder. And then it went to like,
Does not sound
how
legal.
to fight with a long sword.
Does not sound
no.
legal. Does not.
Yeah.
But they go into like the whole modding community that's behind Nerf.
Okay,
Because there's also like competitive Nerf scenes in
Okay,
other countries.
okay.
So yeah, The Modern Rogue on YouTube. It's interesting.
Gonna record.
Gonna wreck it.
Okay, for my recommend, I would have to say that I will recommend another YouTube channel as well.
Nice.
Because the only YouTube I've been doing is also Fire Emblem related.
Okay.
I've fallen down the rabbit hole of Fire Emblem YouTubers, right?
Oh.
Fire Emblem YouTubers who
A new breed.
have now found their time to shine.
Because
Apparently, because of Three Houses. Because apparently, all this time they've been skulking in the background, trying to make Fire Emblem content, and no one's listening. And apparently now, because of the popularity of Three Houses, their channels have experienced a boon.
Ooh.
Nice.
And they've been popping up on my recommends a lot. There's a bunch of channels. A bunch of channels that do guides, they do in-depth character analyses. Their strengths, their weaknesses.
There are gonna be like theories too.
There are a lot of theories. There
Yeah.
are a lot of theories, and they're also like theory crafting when it comes to the game itself. It's like, for Ferdinand, his most optimal class would be this, but only if you instruct him through months this and this.
See, I'd expect that
shit.
because of how vast the game seems
Yes,
to be.
and make sure you don't advance him to an advanced class right away. Make sure you master his previous class because he gets this skill, which will synergize well with this class.
Jesus.
That kind of stuff.
Optimizing your
Optimizing. I fell into that rabbit hole, but mostly the thing I've been watching the most is this guy called John Awesome. Johne Awesome. John Awesome. And I've been going through his Fire Emblem Three Houses Let's Play because his Let's Play is the first path that I ever took.
Oh.
And
Comparing notes.
and basically, I just wanted to see him play it through. Like, I just wanted someone to play this just to see their reaction because I really enjoyed it, and I want to see like a YouTuber do the funnies to it, right? And
I am sub to this man.
oh, cool,
I
awesome.
think he did a Persona thing
Yes,
before.
actually, apparently he's known for his Persona Let's Play, and his icon is even a Persona. But the thing is, mostly I watched him for the Fire Emblem, but I found him to be an entertaining gentleman. He's quite interesting,
Is he
and
from Thailand?
he goes through all the supports. No,
he's American.
Not the capital of Thailand. Not at all. Not at all. So if you want good long form Let's Plays, maybe check out John Awesome because
Yeah.
his episodes are like solid.
Right.
Like a solid 40-minute episode, 50-minute episode.
Yeah, he does long-form Let's
Long-form.
Plays.
Long-form Let's
like
Plays.
really-
Hardcore.
Minimal editing. Sometimes he'll sneak in an editing joke here and there. But, minimal editing.
I remember now how I found this man. It was Persona and Yokai Watch
Yeah.
for the 3DS.
Yeah, he plays interesting games.
Awesome games.
I wish he finishes most of it. He doesn't
Yeah.
finish all of it.
Really?
Because time.
No, yeah, I can imagine. But yeah, I would definitely most wreck it.
There you go, Mr. Hostman.
Big, strong.
Sounds like a good fucking trade.
Sounds like a good F-bomb and trade.
So, if the good people would like to receive more of these trades, where would they look for us, Migoy?
I was hoping to do that so that you could answer it.
Oh, no, okay.
Capital of Thailand.
Let's hit the divine pulse. And turn back time to that turn.
Oh, that's a
So
slurp.
if you would like to find more episodes of The Good Trades, where would they go, Emile?
You know what? Maybe they could hit iTunes.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Anchor.fm.
Anchor,
And recently we've managed to seal our podcast. I mean, our Spotify podcast.
Yeah?
Managed to properly register it so
Really?
we can get more
Stats.
Yeah, more stats.
More stats and
info.
analytics. Hit that Spotify up.
Yeah, because you went to get that 2019 wrap
for
up.
the wrap up, which there's some interesting stats there. Like the number one most listened to was the "I Miss Willem Dafoe."
Really?
Based on name or title alone.
I think the third one was the one where Jesus Christ is a board wipe.
Yeah, and
Jesus
the second
Christ
one was
is the biggest
the
board
second
wipe.
one was another Spider-Man reference, which is was that like Green's Goblins?
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah,
Green's
Green's
Goblins
Goblins
getting out there.
episode.
Eat your vegetables, kids. There might be chili in it.
Oh, super cool.
Let's put more celebrity names in our titles.
Nah,
Maybe
it's
that's
just Willem Dafoe.
Oh, just Willem Dafoe and Jesus? All right.
Okay,
I can
Willem
work with
Dafoe,
that.
Jesus, Spider-Man jokes. Got it. That's how you make a podcast successful. You can check out the Good Trades podcast on any podcatcher out there. So just check it out.
We're in the primary one, so we'll most likely show up in those as well.
And if you would like to support the Good Trades, you can head on over to www.patreon.com/goodtradesbrigade, where for the price of a cup of coffee, you can help support the podcast, keep the lights on, improve the audio, improve the tech, improve the process that we do, and maybe I can buy myself a new microphone.
We definitely need a new one for sure.
No, yeah, absolutely. I don't know how the editing on this podcast is gonna go, but my mic just died. Absolutely
Big
died. Big died.
Yeah.
If you'd
Rest in
like
peace.
for some random shenanigans on the YouTubes, we finally hit 100 subs.
Yes.
Which has spawned me in this episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
That's
you
how we got him back, ladies and gentlemen.
the benefit of having 100 subs is we now have a custom URL,
Which
which
is?
youtube.com/c/goodtradesbrigade. C being creator.
Ooh.
That's why.
Oh,
So there you go.
that's what creator stands for, huh?
Yeah.
I thought C is
C.
for
Cookies.
C is for cookie.
The capital of Thailand.
Oh, man.
right, Emile. It is right.
Capital of Thailand, man.
It's cookies.
Capital of
C.
Thailand.
youtube.com/C.
Yeah.
So follow us on the social meds
Ooh.
because we post the updates there as well, aside from the patrons to get the more exclusive updates, which I think for the most part it's all Good Trades Brigade, facebook.com/Good Trades Brigade, except for our Twitter,
Yeah, it
which
was
is
GT Brigade.
GT Brigade.
Does it have an Instagram?
Game Trailers Brigade.
Oh,
Jeez, oh,
they're
no.
dead now,
Oh,
so
yeah,
it's
no,
fine.
no, it's ours.
fine.
It's ours now.
We are the new game.
Oh, man. I'm sorry, Game Trailers.
Subscribe to Easy Allies.
Oh, yeah.
That's where they
Sounds like a
that's
good
what they
trade.
became.
Sounds like a good trade.
That does sound like an awfully good trade. Also, if you'd like to send over a message, hit up our Facebook.
Or
Sure.
anything actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
We'll reply to. We'll all see it, then we'll all argue about who gets to reply to whom.
probably.
We'll fight for it. But anyway, guys, remember, keep it going.
Keep it going.
Stay raunchy.
Oh,
Uh,
do you know what that means?
Yeah, I'm not Rafi.
yeah,
nice. Good
Rafi
job.
is the one that doesn't know what it
Yeah,
means.
I'm Emile. Yo, Bangkok.
No! I didn't say it! I didn't say...
Yes, I did.
No!
Yeah.
Fuck! Oh, fuck! Oh, fuck! I am Ferdinand von Ayer. I am Ferdinand von Ayer.
Bangkok.
And I am Emile. Bangkok.
No!
Am I getting the thing right?
I don't know.
Yo!
I imagine Emile as Yosemite Sam.
Bangkok.
No!
Yeah, I remember that.
Uh,
We good.
we off.